Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen, folks at home. We are live to discuss the Redfall catastrophe that is about to unfold when you are able to play this game later tonight. There are no reviews out yet for Redfall. However, some reviews got out a tad bit early. And let's just put it this way. Redfall is the biggest disaster of 2023, and it's so incredibly sad. Redfall is seemingly the biggest disaster of 2023 as the cracks continue to show. And that's why I said, look, Starfield is going to be a once-in-a-lifetime experience, once-in-a-lifetime game. Starfield is the biggest game that Xbox has going for it. If Starfield fails, it is, in my opinion, one of the final nails in the coffin for the Xbox brand, because how do you move on from that in a way that makes sense? You kind of really don't. So they really need Starfield to come out of the woodwork and hit that home run unlike anything we've ever seen before. Because we knew that Redfall wasn't going to be that spectacular, but I didn't think that Redfall was going to be this terrible. I didn't think that Redfall was going to be this terrible. And that's why, as such, we are now deciding to cover Redfall, because I want to see how terrible this is. I want to see how terrible this game is, and the only way to do that is to resubscribe to Game Pass. So I resubscribed to Game Pass just to see how terrible, how broken, and how unfinished Redfall very much so is seemingly is. So we are going to jump into Redfall later tonight. We're going to come out here today and discuss it, but we're going to jump into Redfall later tonight as we play through that slop Redfall on Game Pass. So yes, we did go and sign back up for Game Pass to check out how terrible this is. ACG.
It's over.
Miles Kino super chatted $6 I would rather pour special sauce over myself than play this game.
Well, I want to see how terrible it is. Honestly, if the game weren't terrible, I wouldn't be checking it out. So it's actually a blessing in disguise, because I didn't have any plans to cover this game, and I told you guys we're not covering Redfall because I don't care about it. But now that, ACG put his review up early, I think it's down now, but ACG put up his review early and said it's literally one of the worst games of 2023. And, ACG, is he a shill, is he not? That's not really the discussion at hand here. The fact of the matter is that this game, from, a slew of reviews that I've released early, it's just not where it needs to be. Now, the caveat here is that it's on Game Pass day one. Like I said, this is the industry. This is where the industry needs to go. Game Pass day one for everything. No one wants to go out and buy these terrible games anymore, because there's no reason. There's no reason. So that's why Xbox should gobble up every single studio that they haven't yet already, and just continue the Game Pass succession, because ultimately at the end of the day, there's no reason why you would want to go out and spend $60, $70 on these terrible games that are unfinished, that are broken, that are this, that are that. Miles Kino coming through and supporting the show, popping the cherry. We had two great back-to-back shows, unbelievable shows with the good senator, and I don't know how many people in here were there for those two shows in the previous 24, 48 hours, but I'll tell you what, if you missed out on those shows, well, you missed out. However, you can still watch them. The VODs are still available right here at youtube.com/MichaelDoesLife, and you can go check out that Kino comfy content that you're not going to find anywhere else with the good senator. So shout out to the good senator for coming through and doing so in a way that made sense, providing just so much content that the audience quite clearly couldn't resonate with it in a way that made sense. But nonetheless, it is what it is, and we do appreciate the good senator for coming back out yet again, a loyal, long-time supporter and fan of the show. With that said, Miles Kino coming through, popping the cherry. We are out here to discuss the travesty known as Redfall. The reviews are not even up for this game, and it releases very soon. Okay, I already have this game installed. I downloaded Redfall. It's almost 100 gigabytes. I downloaded Redfall, but here's the thing. The reviews are not ready to be published yet for Redfall, so there's no reviews. You're going in blind outside of a few leaked reviews, and they weren't good, believe me. I haven't seen any good reviews for Redfall. I haven't seen any good reviews for Redfall. And again, when you look at ACG and you say, well, ACG said it's really one of the worst games of 2023, that is not necessarily what you want to hear. Now, I will say this, the biased Snowy Games Media, and I'm not saying ACG is a part of that, but nonetheless, the biased Snowy Games Media, let's just put this into perspective, okay, in a way that makes sense. I need you guys to lock in and listen here because I know that's very hard. Okay, you guys get worn down so easily. We're going to have to move the show to some other fucking platform where, the audience is a little bit more compatible with the content that they're being, provided and displayed on their pixels, on their televisions, on their OLED screens and things like that. But with that said, the biased Snowy Games Media, okay, you guys need to start listening in here. The biased Snowy Games Media. If Redfall were only on PlayStation 5, and I guarantee you this would be the reality of it, if Redfall were only on PlayStation 5, bro, they would have boosted the scores here for this game. But since it's only on Xbox, this is the reality of the situation. And again, I'm not saying the game is great. I had no interest in covering this game until people came out of the woodwork and said that this game is trash, and I have to see how terrible this is. Bro, I saw a melee takedown animation here in this game, and there's no animation, okay? It looks beyond excusable, okay? They should have quite clearly delayed this game even further because it's the shape that this industry is currently in. I haven't played one good game that has come out this year. The best game that I played that didn't come out this year was Iron Lung. I had more fun with Iron Lung, which is a very small indie game. And, we played it this year, so in my opinion, that's my game of the year. Iron Lung, my game of the year for 2023 thus far. I have yet to play a great video game. Now, I heard that Zelda leaked, and I did just play Breath of the Wild for the first time about 2 days ago. But with that said, I didn't play enough of Breath of the Wild to fully understand what that game had to offer. And I didn't want to burn myself out. But now we know what we're going to be jumping into. And again, thanks to Bald Lesbian, we're going to be able to cover Kingdom of Tears, which releases next Friday. I think the game's already leaked. I don't know if that's a meme or not. Nonetheless, I don't care. We're going to be playing it when we get the Switch, and that's the reality of the situation. So with that said, thanks to Bald Lesbian, we're going to be able to play Kingdom of Tears. And if Kingdom of Tears is where it needs to be, then we will be happy. But right now, this industry, and you can disagree until the cows come home, if you're going to spam shit in the chat, you can kiss my foot and kiss my ass. I'm not reading your paragraphs, bro, okay? In fact, I'm going to alt-tab over so I don't see your bullshit, because you know what? At the end of the day, I'm out here fucking doing a show. What are you doing in your parents' basement? Jack shit, watching me. What does it say about you? It says everything you need to know. But what I'm trying to tell you guys is that this year, from a world-class veteran video game critic perspective, this year has been terrible for releases. And the only game that I'm hyped for is Starfield. And again, I think that is a potential once-in-a-lifetime experience. And here's the thing. If Starfield is great, it's still going to be a sleeper hit. That's what you need to know and understand. If Starfield is great, it's still going to be a sleeper hit because it's not on PlayStation, because it's not on Nintendo. Starfield is a make or break for the Xbox brand and to solidify the Xbox brand going forward. Now, they don't really need to be solidified, but in a way they do because software is what's most important. We know that Microsoft has infinite money pretty much, and they, can do what they want, buy all these studios and this, that, and the third. But with that said, the software and the quality, more specifically, of the software, in my opinion, just isn't where it needs to be. And Redfall is not, it's not turning the ship around in a way that makes sense. So, and we knew this was coming, but we didn't know. I mean, this is, quite frankly, in my opinion, maybe the next Cyberpunk. Based off of what I've seen, I've watched a little bit of ACG's review before he took it down because I guess he put it up too early or some shit like that. Nonetheless, the reviews aren't even out for this fucking thing, bro. And the game launches later tonight. And there's no reviews. And you tell me how that makes any sense. And again, people bring up, well, Doom 2016 launched and there was no reviews for that, or Doom Eternal or some shit like that. And both of those new Doom games are terrible. And you really look at what Arcane Studios has done, and they haven't put out a great game. When have they ever put out a great game? So to expect Redfall to be great, well, we never thought. That's why I didn't want to cover it, because I already knew it was going to be trash. I didn't think it was going to be this bad, though. I thought it would have been at least mid and forgettable. But this seems like it's going to be a total disaster in every single avenue, okay? In every single avenue, it seems like it's going to be a total disaster. That's why we're jumping in. That's why I resubscribed to Game Pass just for this fucking game tonight. Because we want to see how terrible, and I mean how terrible, this ultimately may very well be. But you look at the current landscape for Xbox, and it's a total disaster. And it's not much better over on PlayStation, but at least they have Spider-Man 2 in the pipeline and probably a couple of other pieces of software that people care about.
It's over.
That's what we're talking about. Gary from the Vault coming through and doing so in a way that makes sense.
David super chatted $10.
Never mind.
Thanks for the keynote content from the
It's
Windy
David.
City Macallan good senator. We appreciate it.
That's what we're talking about. Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate that. David coming through really hard and really strong. Glad you enjoyed the stream. It was one hell of a show, I'll tell you that. It was really one hell of a show seeing the good senator on that train, you know. It was really, quite frankly, amazing. David coming through with a 10. Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate that. And we're glad you enjoyed it. And again, a special shout out to the good senator coming through and doing so in a way that made sense to provide 48 hours of content. Well, content within the past 48 hours. And if you guys missed those shows, I mean, you know, well, you missed them. But it is the way the cookie crumbles. Redfall is a total disaster. There are no reviews out just yet, but when you see the reviews that do come out, it is not going to be great. I think this will probably get maybe a 65 on Metacritic. I don't think it will get higher than that. I think this is going to be a total disaster, and we knew this was coming. We knew that Redfall wasn't I mean, I didn't even want to cover this game. I really didn't want to cover this game, but I woke up today and I said, wait a minute, everyone's talking about Redfall. It must be a total disaster. I've seen some clips on Twitter. I've seen ACG's review. I've seen, you know, a few things here and there, and I'm going to tell you what, bro, this is bad. And you could say, well, cut it some slack. It's Game Pass day one. And sure, it's Game Pass day one. And that's why, you know, Xbox, like I said, they need to buy Call of Duty. They need to buy this. They need to buy that. They need to buy Rockstar. They need to buy EA. They need to buy all of these companies because at the end of the day, there's just no great software anymore. It doesn't exist. It really doesn't exist. There's no great software anymore. And it really, quite frankly, doesn't exist. Now, again, Zelda Kingdom of Tears is coming. I think it's already leaked, but nonetheless, Zelda Kingdom of Tears is coming. And we will have to wait and see on how that ultimately turns out. And I hope that it's going to be at least compelling while we, you know, play through it. But right now, this industry is churning out garbage after garbage after garbage. You know, this past Friday, Thursday, whenever it came out, Tuesday, I don't know when it came out. We just bought Zelda or Jedi Survivor.
It's over.
And ain't nobody playing that anymore. It's already dead. And it was trash.
Bald Lesbian super chatted $4.99. I hope you're able to get Zelda early. Coverage must start. Senator was amazing this weekend. Incredible woman.
Well, the only thing about the good senator, I'll tell you this, the only thing, and I don't think he's watching, but the only thing about the good senator is that he's wrong about Starfield, okay? This guy doesn't know what he's talking about in regards to Starfield. You know, everyone wants to sit there and say that Todd Howard doesn't have it left in him and that Bethesda is terrible and this, that, and the third. But ultimately, at the end of the day, when they pull that curtain back, and hopefully they do so sooner rather than later in June, but when they pull that curtain back in a way that makes sense, I think you're going to be blown away with Starfield. And I'm hoping that I am as well. I mean, last year they showed Starfield, and it really wasn't all that fantastic. But nonetheless, it is the way the cookie crumbles. Bald Lesbian coming through with the 5. Hell yeah, by the way, appreciate that. Bald Lesbian coming through with the 5. That is what we're talking about. We're going to go ahead and ban this guy here because he just can't help himself. Just putting paragraphs in the chat about Microsoft or some shit like that in Xbox. Like, no one wants to read your fucking blog, dude. Go to blogspot.com if that's still a fucking thing and make a fucking blog that one person, your mother, is going to read. Okay? So the Redfall reviews are not out. I want you guys to know that we just resubscribed to Game Pass. There's almost 300 people in here. Where the hell were you guys last night? We had great content. Nonetheless, we just resubscribed to Game Pass because Redfall is that terrible. Well, that's right. We just subscribed. This made me resubscribe to Game Pass. This made me resubscribe to Game Pass. The fact that this is terrible is something that we just have to see for ourselves. Okay? ACG literally came out already and said this is one of the worst games of 2023. Now, in my opinion, that doesn't hold too much merit because at the end of the day, There have been terrible, 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 terrible games in 2023 all across the board. You can't find one good game that has come out this year. And if you're going to say otherwise, you don't know what you're talking about because you're a mindless consumer. A lot of people in here, and they don't want to admit this, a lot of fake fans in here don't want to come out of the woodwork and say that they are consumers. You know, they love to go on V, they love to go on 4chan, and they love to sit there and say, we don't consume. But they consume every other week with these terrible, terrible, terrible titles, these terrible, terrible, terrible releases, and they're, as such, they are consumers. Now, I have to buy every game because I don't get sent codes from the publisher. Okay, so in order to cover the game, we got to buy it ourselves to show you the gameplay and to work our way through it and to give you our unique and exclusive perspective. Okay, but if I weren't doing this, if we weren't covering video, I don't think I would be buying any of these games. Let me just put it to you that. So the fact that some of you guys are willingly going out and buying these terrible, terrible, terrible games is just quite frankly disgusting because it shows you that quality is not anyone's concern anymore and they are ready to consume as long as it's brand new and shiny. Oh yeah, that's right. As long as it's brand new and shiny, they are ready to consume. They're ready to consume. And it's the saddest it's ever been, that I know and that I can tell you. It's the saddest it has ever been because they don't want to listen. So what are you guys going to say? Are you guys going to play contrarian in here? Because I'm saying that Redfall is terrible and you're going to say it's great and that I was wrong. So was ACG wrong about Redfall? You know, he's got 1 million subscribers. Was ACG wrong? Why would 1 million subscribers listen to someone who's wrong, right? They wouldn't. So as such, if you're going to say that Redfall is amazing just in spite of what I'm saying here, well, that means you're a contrarian. And that means that ACG's not right about this guy. Oh, Michael, it's subjective. Sweetheart, this is modern day gaming in 2023. This is a looter shooter, bro. And quite frankly, let's back this up a little bit. Arcane has never made a good game. Bro, that new Prey game, I literally buried that game, bro. Okay, that new Prey game that came out like 6 years ago or some shit like that, it's a terrible fucking game. Anyone that says otherwise doesn't have great taste, and I literally put it 6 feet under. You can watch the video right here on the fucking channel. We put Prey 6 feet under. We put Prey 6 feet under. We literally got the shovel out, and we put Prey 6 feet under, okay? You guys aren't listening. You know what? Maybe we need to take a pause. Maybe we need to take a pause. You guys are not listening. Just go out and buy Redfall. I did. I mean, I resubscribed to Game Pass.
Hi, I'm Siri. Choose.
Here's what we're going to do. Hey, Siri. How do you work this piece of shit? Hey, Siri. Start a timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Counting down.
Why does she sound so terrible? I'm changing that voice.
Hi, I'm Siri. Choose the.
Hi, I'm Siri.
Hi, I'm Siri.
Hi, I'm Siri. Choose the voice you'd like.
That's what I want. No, that's what I want. Hey, Siri. Cancel the timer.
It's cancelled.
Why did I not change the voice? Hey, Siri. Start a 2-minute timer.
2 minutes.
We're pausing for 2 minutes because you guys are not listening.
It's over!
Official source Troy super chatted $5. Todd Howard will save gaming. Sing it Mackle, men holding hands, musical notes, men holding hands, musical notes, telephone receiver, bear.
Alrighty, folks. The timer has expired. We had to give you guys a... Hey, Siri, cancel the timer. Thank you so kindly.
There are no timers set.
Shut up! Oh my god, bro! Turn it off! Stop making noises, Siri.
I'm not sure I understand.
Shut up! Troy Sports coming through. Hell yeah, by the way, appreciate that. That's what we're talking about. Hell yeah, by the way, appreciate that. Troy Sports coming through with the 5. Todd Howard will save gaming. Sing it, Michael. I don't know what you're talking about unless you're talking about Sweet Little Lies. You know, when has Todd Howard lied? Let me ask you guys that. That's a fucking meme, bro. When has Todd Howard lied? When has Todd Howard lied? I'm not even joking. When has Todd Howard lied? 16 times the detail? Okay. Is that a lie? How do you know that the game isn't running at 16 times the detail? Why would he come out and say that it's running at 16 times the detail if it's not? And how is there a way to measure that? You know, how is Todd Howard? How is Todd Howard ever lied? Maybe he didn't tell you what you wanted to hear in a way that made sense. But did Todd Howard lie? I don't believe so. I don't believe
It's
so.
over!
We got a great connection out here today. Holy
Super
shit.
chatted $6 Canadian and 99 cents. Mackle, Slopfield is gonna die on arrival just like Redfall. Buggy and Sue game that's copy pasted from Skyrim. Todd Howard's is washed. It's over.
What are you talking about? Over 1,000 planets, more dialogue than any other game that they've ever made. 4 major cities. I mean, you guys are whack.
Bald lesbian super chatted $4.99.
Did that just read out?
When you say hey Siri, my phone picks it up.
There ain't no way, bro.
Breastfeeding.
There ain't no way. Okay, that was from Leopard. Leopard coming through. Hell yeah, by the way, appreciate that. Slopfield is going to die on arrival. Sweetheart, it's not. And Bald Lesbian coming through. That's what we're talking about. Hell yeah, by the way, appreciate that. Bald Lesbian coming through. We are live. We are getting you guys ready for the big unfold tonight with Redfall and the disaster that is going to be. I've already seen ACG's review, and I'm going to tell you what, folks at home, if everyone else is thinking like ACG, which they very well should be, because if they don't, well, if you show Redfall, you might be considered a Xbox fanboy. But nonetheless, if this game is as terrible as it seemingly is, it's not great. Okay, and that's why we look to Starfield, because, and Xbox knows that Starfield is the only game they have. Bro, I am literally going to sell my Xbox Series X if Starfield is trash. There's no reason to own the damn thing. There's no other software coming in the pipeline. If Starfield fails in September and it's not what it was made out to be, or if it's just not as good as what it, I mean, like, bro, I'm literally done. I'm selling my Xbox. I'm done. I don't need it anymore. I can play half the games on Game Pass PC, so there's no reason to own the damn box. And again, that's going to be the big moment where I say, well, I don't need my Series X anymore if Starfield is trash. That's the only reason why I'm keeping the Xbox, bro. Because, I mean, I can play Redfall at 60 frames on my PC, and it's only 30 frames on my Series X. Why would I want to fucking play it at 30 frames when I can play it at 60. Not that it makes a massive difference, but nonetheless, it's just the way the cookie crumbles. If I can play the superior version, that's the version that I would like to play. So in my opinion, right now, there's just no reason to own the Series X especially if Starfield is another blunder like seemingly Redfall is here. And again, there's no reviews for this right now, bro. The ones that have, the ones that are seemingly out there have leaked, but there's no reviews out until 11 p.m. tonight or some fucking bullshit like that, bro. Okay? So the game actually unlocks before the reviews are out. Like, think about that, bro. The game actually is playable before the actual reviews are going to be published from a lot of these, publications, which is crazy. It's unbelievable. That I know and that I can tell you. And again, thanks to Bald Les, we're going to be able to cover Zelda. But right now, we have to see how terrible Zelda Kingdom of Tears. We have to see how terrible Redfall is, bro. I don't care about Zelda Kingdom of Tears just yet because we're not there, okay? With that said, we have to see, and I just resubscribed to Game Pass to see how terrible this is, bro. It's shockingly bad. But really, it's not a surprise because when has Arcane made a good game? Was Deathloop a good game? Absolutely not. And for some reason, they gave that game out a 10 out of 10 on multiple websites, which is bewildering to me, but nonetheless, everyone's got an opinion, and if they want to share it, it is what it is. But I will tell you that Arcane Studios hasn't made a great game. The new Prey is terrible. Okay, the new Prey is garbage, bro. I played that trial or demo that they had a few years ago, 6-7 years ago, whatever the fucking game came out, and it was terrible. Absolute garbage, and everyone, shielded it, and they're like, oh, hell yeah, this is amazing. It's like, guys, it really wasn't that fantastic. It really wasn't that fantastic. It was nothing like the original Prey game on 360 from 3D fucking Realms. You know what I mean? That was a fucking memorable game. The intro where you're at the bar and you're talking to your grandpa or some fucking shit like that, and there's a big-ass UFO that comes down and plays the song, Don't Fear the Fucking Reaper, through the jukebox and the bar, and it's like very iconic, and then it shows you going into the mothership, and it's like, what the fuck is going on? Very good game, or at least above average in my opinion. But I will tell you that new Prey game was soulless slop, and everyone shielded, especially on V. They're like, oh yeah, this is fucking amazing. It's like, no guys, it's trash. Arcane Studios sucks. They're just really not good. They've never been good. They haven't been good. Let me go and see what else they have made, because that's all I know that they have made, and none of those games are good. Arcane Studios. Let's see what else they have made here, if we can get the internet to work today. So again, we are going to be doing another stream later tonight where we play through this slop, and we're going to see how terrible this is. What else have they made? They made Dishonored 2. Oh, God. Oh, gee williker. They made Dishonored? Trash. All of those Dishonored games are trash. That I know and that I can tell you. All of those Dishonored games are fucking snooze fest. So they did Dishonored 1, they did Dishonored 2, they did Prey. All three of those games are trash. I don't care if you disagree. They did Wolfenstein Youngblood. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's terrible. That's the woke version of it. Actually, that series has always been quite woke. Woke themes riddled all throughout that thing. Nonetheless, it is what it is. Dishonored 1, Dishonored 2, Prey, Wolfenstein Youngblood, Deathloop. Oh my God, they have a terrible. They put out terrible games over and over and over again. I have no idea why anyone would be hyped for Redfall. If that makes any sense. Wow. Deathloop was trash. Wolfenstein Youngblood, never even played it, but I know it went in a weird direction. But those games are always weird anyway, so. Prey in 2017, Dishonored 2 in 2016, Dishonored in 2012. Unbelievable. It truly is the saddest it's ever been, and that's why I said, guys, Starfield is going to be the make or break game for Xbox going forward to solidify the Xbox brand. You have to give people a reason to subscribe to Game Pass, and if Starfield is trash, if Redfall here is, Redfall we know is trash. Okay, we don't even discuss this game really at this point. That's why I had no plans to discuss this game. But Dreamcast guys coming out of the woodwork saying this game's utter trash. I've seen ACG's review. He had a video review up before he pulled it because he put it up too early. I've seen a bunch of bugs and glitches already being posted. You might be able to play it now with the New Zealand trick. I'm not entirely sure. But nonetheless, I wasn't able to do that. I already have it installed. I tried to launch it early. It doesn't work on the PC anyway. I couldn't get it to work. So for me, we're not going to be able to play it until it unlocks later. But I still believe it unlocks before the reviews come out, bro. Before the reviews come out, you're going to be able to play Redfall. you're going to be able to play Redfall. No, Arcane Studio sucks, bro. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that you like them, but they make trash games, bro. The original Prey 2 is better than that Prey 2017 crap. 2016, whenever it came out. I mean, the fact that anyone would willingly... And that's why Game Pass is fantastic. You don't have to spend $60-$70 on these terrible games. You know, I re-signed up to Game Pass just to see how terrible this is. But we would have never played this game had it been $60 or $70 because it just never looked like it was worth that. And I don't even know if it's worth a 100 gig download because it was nearly 100 gigs, 94 something gigabytes on PC. And again, you know, on Series X, this is only at 30 frames. So if you can play this on PC, Phil Spencer needs to come out and do a, like they have to, you know, I'm telling you, man, like I think at this point it might be time, if Redfall is as terrible, as buggy, as broken, unfinished as it may very well be, you know, I think there needs to be a statement soon from Phil Spencer saying, hey, let's get together. And I know June's right around the corner, E3 time frame, and when they have these big events and stuff like that. And they're going to have a Starfield showcase. But it's like, bro, you can't put... I mean, you can, because if Starfield is amazing, then it's amazing. And there's no way that they shouldn't talk about that game. But if that's all they have... What else does Xbox have, bro? The only... If they came out tomorrow and said Starfield is canceled, I would sell my Series X. There's literally no point to have it, bro. There's just no software on this thing, especially when you can play the software on PC Game Pass day one. You know, that is an option. Why do I want a console? You know, Game Pass is the console. I wish people understood the Xbox. I wish people understood Xbox in 2023, but they don't. They're stuck in 2001 where they think they have to sell consoles in order to survive, and that's just not how it works, especially with Microsoft, you know. But regardless, quality software is still very important, because why should people go out and subscribe to Game Pass if they haven't subscribed already? There's not much reason to. So it's a terrible shame. It really is. It's a terrible shame. But that's why I said Starfield is a big game for not only Bethesda, Todd Howard, it's over, but for Xbox as well, and Phil Spencer.
Brando Vibes super chatted $10. The Phil Spencer garden is blooming.
Well,
you know what that means, world class? When will this industry move forward and utilize these platforms in a way that makes sense? $70 for some horse hockey, poop, Thunderstorm.
Yeah, it's the saddest it has ever been. I'll tell you that. It's the saddest it has ever been. I mean, bro, ACG came out and didn't chill it. You know what I mean? This is going to score horribly. It's another Back for Blood thing where it's like, wow, this is very vastly inferior to the original kind of game, you know? And Back for Blood was writing off of the fact that it's like, hey, we got like a couple of Left 4 Dead developers on the team, so let's just run with that, you know? For the makers of Left 4 Dead, and it's like, well, not really, you know? But it was a great way to market the game to say, hey, this is why you should care about Back for Blood. And it was on Game Pass day one, so I cut it some slack. And I'll cut this some slack too, because it's on Game Pass day one. It's not a $60, $70 game. I mean, it is. You can go out and buy this game for that probably, but it's on Game Pass day one. And if you have an Xbox, or if you're into that Xbox ecosystem and you're not subscribed, well, then I don't know what you're doing, because there's no reason to own these games. You know, basically what the Series X is a vehicle to get the Game Pass in a convenient way. That's what you guys need to understand. They're selling you Game Pass. That is king, you know. But Series X and Series S, they're just vehicles to get to that Game Pass, because most people don't want to fool around with PC gaming and all of that. You know, all of what comes with PC gaming. You know what comes with it. They update drivers, and you know, it's a total disaster. It can be if it doesn't go well, or you know, you have inferior hardware. You know what I mean? And with these PC ports, it just doesn't get any better. But so that's what Xbox is in 2023, and I'm sure some people in here understand that. But you have to understand that if you have a Series X and you also have a PC that's capable, I don't see a reason to keep the Series X, to be totally frank, outside of convenience, I suppose. But it is what it is. I'll tell you what, it is what it is. Why would you get a Switch that you can emulate on your PC right now? Okay, well, you know, that's like saying, why should I go visit the Statue of Liberty in real life when I can go, you know, look it up on Google Maps, you know? I can go see the Statue of Liberty on Google Images. Why would I want to go to the Statue of Liberty? Why would I want to go see the pyramids in Egypt when I can just, watch a YouTube video of someone going to the pyramids in Egypt or some fucking shit like that? I mean, you guys got to get out of your parents' fucking basement, okay? I'm done. Go play that shit on PC. No one cares, dude. Go play it on the soulless. Do it. I don't care. No one cares. You're not a real Nintendo fan, so don't pretend like you are. It isn't pure. Fake ass gamers in here, and it's the saddest it's ever been. Why don't you go buy this fucking Redfall bullshit for $70, You would love that, wouldn't you? You would love that, Why don't you just cancel your Game Pass subscription, go out and buy this for $60, $70? I heard that Redfall has a sticker on the game that says that 60 frames isn't available, and that might be collector's item down the road. But that's the least of their worries. 60 frames? Oh, geez. This game needs a lot more time in the oven, and maybe from a studio that's a little bit more experienced.
It's over!
Michael does live biggest fan super chatted $5. Oh Michael. MD biggest fan is back, just like the old days. This game will be utter trash. Stop shilling. Shout out 8 thoughts too. Let me get a Moai.
That's what we're talking about. Hell yeah, by the way, appreciate that. Michael is my biggest fan coming through and doing so in a way that makes sense with a $5 super chat. Hell yeah, bro. Appreciate that. We are live, ladies and gentlemen, out here. And I hope this game isn't terrible, but that's the reason why I bought it, because I want to see how terrible it is. I really want to see another Cyberpunk, and this might be a little bit closer to that. It's not, you can't ever compare Cyberpunk Day 1 on PS4 to anything, because there's just nothing as bad as that experience was. And a lot of PC gamers are like, oh yeah, we understand that, but they never played it on PS4. So they didn't experience what I experienced, and many other PlayStation 4 players, Cyberpunk Day 1 without the updates and shit, like even with the updates. I mean, it was just a fucking total disaster, and I mean a huge colossal failure. But with that said, I think this is pretty fucking rough, and that's why I resubscribed to Game Pass to see how terrible this is. So if you have Game Pass, I would recommend downloading this game right now, bro. Just go download this game, and because here's the thing, there's no reviews out for this game, bro. They're not allowed to talk about this game until later tonight, after the game releases, bro. I mean, you got to think about how fucking stupid that is, bro. I mean, how crazy that is. You know what I mean? They don't want the bad reviews out before the fucking game unlocks. But you won't need to play this for more than 20, 30 minutes to understand, like, wow, this is maybe not where it needs to be. It's a cool little fucking game, but it's a cool Game Pass game, but it isn't anything other than that. However, with that said, like I said earlier, what I will say is that the Bias Snowy Games Media, they would have boosted the score if it were only on PlayStation. If this were PlayStation 5 exclusive, they'd be on their knees kissing this game's ass and saying, wow, how revolutionary. You go slay some fucking vampires in this, city, Redfall. That's like the game, right? It's a looter, shooter, vampire, hunter fucking thing, which, I don't think that's all that terrible. It's better than fucking Prey and Dishonored. However, with that said, it's a fucking looter, shooter. You roam around and you see numbers on the screen and you eliminate a bunch of vampires, and you do that over and over and over and over again, bro. Where's the fucking variety? These games are ridiculous, bro. I swear to God, these devs figure out a core gameplay loop, and they copy and paste that for 15 hours straight, 20 hours straight. And that's all they do. They get a system down that they figured out that they know works, and they just cut and paste, cut and paste, cut and paste. And that's why Red Dead Redemption 2 was so terrible, because at the end of the game, it just kept going on and on and on and on and on and on and on. The story was bland. The characters were annoying as fuck. Overbearing. Arthur! It's just like, who fucking cares? Why did this prequel exist? Why did they need to tell the story backwards? Well, this is what we were doing, Dutch. It didn't go well. Arthur! You remember Blackwater, Arthur? Well, I got a plan, Arthur. We need more money, Arthur. Tahiti! And it's like, shut the fuck up. The game's trash. I mean, it's good, but it's bad. But we're not talking about that. We want to see GTA 6. I'm done after GTA. If GTA 6 comes out and the NPCs in the game don't fucking mow their lawn, I'm turning it off and I'm saying it's 0 out of 10. Rockstar needs to evolve this bullshit in a way that makes sense. How dare those woke devs block me on fucking Twitter, man? It's bullshit. Like, imagine being so stupid. They're not listening. Hey there, mister. Name one good thing about Red Dead Redemption. There's not even side quests in the game, bro. Like, you go to that one, bar where the fucking mother and, it's like stupid shit. And then you drink the soup, and then they, toss you out to the side, then you come back, and it's another fucking revenge story. That's all they can do. It's like, this bad guy did something to this nice person, and now you get revenge. Wow, great fucking story. Holy shit. I mean, it's like, bro, a 5th grader could write a story like that. Superman got punched in the face. Uh-oh. Let's get revenge. It's the fucking story in these games, bro. Like, you have to come up with more meat on that fucking bone. Like, oh, Arthur's got tuberculosis. And it's like, bro, they've already told that story in Red Dead Redemption 1. They've already told that story in Red Dead Redemption 1. The main protagonist in Red Dead Redemption 1 dies. Well, guess what they had to do again? Because that's the only story they know how to fucking tell. The main protagonist dies again. And then guess what? You switch over to John Marston and get revenge. I mean, I swear, bro. It's the same story over and over and over again. So at least with Redfall, I mean, hey, at least Redfall is more original than Red Dead Redemption 2. And we know that Starfield is going to be fantastic, but these fake gamers don't want to admit it. These fake gamers don't want to admit it. It's so damn sad. It's the saddest it's ever been.
$20. Good afternoon, world class.
Holy shit, we got the shape in here, baby.
Lantern, knife.
Arthur Vega coming through really hard and really strong. You missed Michael Myers. He was on the show the other day. 48 hours ago, we had Michael Myers. We had the good senator out here. Crazy fucking content, bro. I'll tell you that. Unbelievable. Arthur Vega coming through really hard and really strong with the $20 super chat. Hell yeah, by the way, appreciate that. Are you going to Halloween 45? The ticket's already fucking sold out for the VIP. She don't love and it's so sad. 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 She don't love. Well, I'm excited to play Redfall. I want to see another Cyberpunk. Mafia 3 was a total disaster, and then Cyberpunk came about 4 years later, and I said, wow, what game is going to top itself in terms of being a total disaster? And I think Redfall might very well be up there. ACG said this is one of the worst games of 2023, and that's why I said I have to resubscribe to Game Pass to check this out. And you know what? If we have fun with it, and some people are going to have fun with this, okay? And for some people, that's all they need. For some people, if they're having fun with it, that's all they need. They don't care if the animations are straight from 2001. They don't give two shits, okay? At the end of the day, that's the way the cookie crumbles. If people are having fun, let them have fun. But if you're expecting a modern-day 2023 game to come out with advanced physics, advanced AI, advanced this, advanced that, well, you can look further, and you're going to have to wait more than likely until GTA 6. If you want a game to push this medium forward, well, there's that one game from the ex-Rockstar developers who, what's his name? It's called Everything or some shit. I don't even know if the game exists, but you make games with it. It's not like Dreams, but it's like fucking crazy in that sense where it's like there's games within fucking games. I don't know how the fuck, I don't even know what it is. It's probably never going to see the light of day, but it's an interesting concept nonetheless. And we need games like that to push this medium forward. I told you guys, I said at this point, Starfield is the only game. Starfield is the only game that Xbox has. And I'm hoping that it's just magnificent. And I think it will be. But even if it is, since it's only on the Xbox ecosystem, the biased Snoy Games media ain't giving it the time of day. If it were on PlayStation, it would have a 10 out of 10. And you damn well know that I'm right. You damn well know that the biased Snoy Games media exists. Now, it doesn't mean that Redfall is amazing just because the biased Snoy Games media exists. And again, they would, if this game were exclusive to PlayStation, they would be giving this game a higher score than they will later tonight. There's no reviews and the game unlocks before the reviews are out. Think about how stupid that is, bro. Think about how stupid that is. Let's see if this is going to read out, because I'm tired of waiting for this bullshit to read out. Lee Cameron coming through. Let's see what Lee Cameron has to say. What a stupid idiot. I know nothing about storytelling. Have you ever made a movie? No, you haven't.
Lee
Shut your
Cameron
bitch ass up.
£5. You know nothing about good storytelling. You thought Halloween Ends was a masterpiece. Red Dead Redemption 2 is brilliant storytelling.
No. Halloween Ends has a better fucking story than Red Dead Redemption 2. You know what's similar to both of those things? They both created a character that never existed in the fucking franchise before. So maybe they're just equally as bad. Corey Cunningham didn't exist in Halloween 2018 or Halloween Kills from 2021. Corey Cunningham didn't exist. Just like Arthur Morgan didn't exist in Red Dead Redemption 2010. So you know what? They have a lot more in common. And if you think Halloween Ends is trash, well then so is Red Dead Redemption 2. Go play that woke slop. You know, if we ever invent time travel, I would love to go back to 1889 to see how people fucking talk. Because they got Arthur Morgan talking like he's on fucking Twitter from 2017 or some shit like that. Now you tell me how that's authentic. It isn't authentic. But you don't care. Oh, my Arthur, I'm gay secretly. You guys are gay. You guys thought Arthur Morgan was sexy. That's why you cried when he died. That's why you cried when he died. Because you know what? Deep down you wanted to make love to Arthur Morgan. But you couldn't because he died in the game. Stupid ass revenge, predictable garbage, bro. Like, I'm Michael Bell. Fuck you, Arthur. I mean, it's just the same garbage over and over and over again, bro. If you think, let me just put it to you this way. You know what? We're going to do a poll. We're going to do a poll. Engage with the audience. Here we go. We're going to do a poll because you guys aren't listening quite clearly. And I need you guys to answer this honestly. Which game is better? I need you guys to listen. Otherwise, we're going to activate Siri. I'm going to start another pause timer because you guys are not listening, okay? And it's so damn sad. I need you guys to answer honestly, okay? I need you guys to answer honestly. No spoilers? What are you talking about? Get your head up your fucking ass. We need you guys to answer honestly. Which game is better? Which game is better? Which game is better? Red Dead Redemption 2 or Red Dead Redemption? Which game is better? Red Dead Redemption or Red Dead Redemption 2? Let's see if they can figure this out in a way that makes sense. Red Dead Redemption or Red Dead Redemption 2? Which game is better? Boom. I'm asking the audience which game is better right here. And I need you guys to lock in because I know that you guys are going to select the right game. Red Dead Redemption 2. What?
I steal popular names for likes super.
What the fuck?
Redfall does not bring anything new to the table. No new mechanics, no new ideas. It's just a Far Cry clone with woke themes. While Zelda and Starfield are out here pushing the envelope with creative mechanics and ambitious ideas. It's over for Redfall.
What? I steal popular names for likes. I steal popular names for likes. I steal popular names for likes. Coming through really hard and really strong with a $50 super chat. Holy fucking shit. I steal popular names coming through really hard and really strong in the face of adversity. I steal popular popular names coming through really hard and really strong with the $50 super chat. Hell yeah, by the way, appreciate that. I steal popular names for likes coming through really hard and really strong with the $50 super chat and coming through in a way that makes sense. You have your thinking cap on, and we appreciate that very much. So we're out here live, ladies and gentlemen, and I steal popular names for likes just came through, and he did so in a way that made fucking sense. Holy shit. I steal popular names for likes coming through really hard and really strong with the $50 super chat. Unbelievable! Unbelievable! Holy fucking shit! I steal popular names coming through really hard and really strong with the $50 super chat. Unbelievable! Unreal! I steal popular names coming through really hard and really strong, baby! Holy shit! We're coming close to the end of the poll. 137 votes. Why is it tied almost? It should be an easy answer. It should be an easy... Arthur! You know who's on the front of the cover of Red Dead Redemption 2? It's not Arthur Morgan. No, he's on the box. But on the actual disc on PlayStation, bro, they got Sadie on there. Who enjoyed Sadie? Bro, I skipped her cutscene. I don't even know what happened to Sadie. Because she was so terrible, so annoying. I'm Sadie! Arthur! We need more soup for the camp! You know, some bullshit like that. The game's trash, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not even going to look at the poll because you guys are obviously on something, and it's obviously very strong. You can't even figure out which game is better. Fake gamer alert! Fake gamer alert! Fake. You know what? Let's take a pause. You guys aren't listening, and it's so damn sad. It's the saddest it's ever been. And I straight up told you guys that this is the reality of the situation, that I was right and that you were wrong about Red Dead Redemption, but you didn't want to listen. Oh, no, and that's because you were too... Hey, Siri, 30-second timer. We need to pause things for a moment.
30 seconds, counting down.
Hey, Siri. God damn it. Hey, Siri, stop the timer.
There are no timers set.
Shut up! Why is it still doing it? Stop the timer.
There are no timers set.
What is it called then? Stop the alarm.
I can help you find a place when I...
No!
Choose the privacy tab.
You stupid idiot! You stupid idiot! Shut up! Shut up! You gotta manually do that? Alright, let's take a look at the poll here. Let's take a look at the poll, bro. Let's take a look at the poll. Which game is better? They said Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm shutting down this poll right now. You guys are woke. I'm shutting down that damn poll. You guys are woke. You don't know what you're talking about. Red Dead Redemption 2 is better, by the way. You're a fucking Zoomer. Dude, I made a video in 2018 showing you that Red Dead Redemption 1 is better than Red Dead Redemption 2. And you guys want to sit there and go, oh, like, Red Dead Redemption 2 is amazing. Oh, my God, I loved Arthur Morgan. Oh, my God. But he didn't even exist in the universe, bro. They shoehorned that fucking character in. He didn't exist in Red Dead Redemption 1 2010. I'm done talking about Red Dead Redemption because you guys don't know what you're talking about, bro. You don't know what you're talking about, dude. So I can't wait to move on to Redfall tonight. Because you don't believe me that ACG said it was trash. You're like, oh, Michael, ACG didn't say it was trash. ACG said it was one of the worst fucking games of 2023. I saw the fucking review, bro. So that's why we're going to play it tonight. And I resubscribed to Game Pass. Now, let me ask Arcane this. Why would they make a game about vampires where you roam around and you just shoot a bunch of vampires with your cross or some fucking bullshit like that when it literally brings nothing new to the table? Like, how do these devs, like, sleep at night knowing that they're making something so mediocre it's going to be forgot about within 1 week? I mean, you have to have a mission statement. You have to have direction. You have to have creative lead to say, let's do something that's going to be fucking memorable. Let's do something that's outside of the box. Let's do something that doesn't cater and pander to the normies. And they haven't seemingly done that here with Redfall. Look at Starfield, a brand new IP. Over 2 decades in the making. The quality that you know and love from Bethesda, over 1,000 planets, 4 major cities, more dialogue than any other fucking Bethesda game. You are crazy. You are crazy if you think Starfield is not going to hit that home run. Because if Starfield doesn't hit that home run, it really is over for Xbox. Unless they have another Halo that's in development. Who cares about Xbox in 2023? Why would we care about the next Elder Scrolls if Starfield is trash? Why would we care about Fallout 5 if Starfield is trash? Why would we care about what Todd Howard has to say if Starfield is trash? You're not listening! 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 You really think that, when has Todd Howard lied? And you really think that Todd Howard is going to put out another terrible game? When has he ever, quite frankly, put out a terrible game? Oh, Fallout 4 didn't meet your expectations? Well, that sounds like a fucking you problem, doesn't it? It sounds like a fucking you problem. Oh, Fallout 4 was bad, by the way. Oh, yeah, you know, the decisions don't matter. We watched this 1-hour essay video saying that the fucking decisions didn't matter, and therefore, he thought for me because I couldn't put my fucking thinking cap on. I'm such a dumbass. And I sat there and I said, Fallout 4 is trash, Michael. Shut up! This is why the industry is in the shape that it's in, because of bullshit like this. You guys just love to consume. But you don't know what to consume and do it in a way that makes sense. You want to rush out and buy all these terrible, terrible games. And I'm sick and tired of people shilling Dead Space Remake in here, bro. I'm sick and tired of that dumb narrative. Why would you support Dead Space Remake? It makes no sense. Zero. It makes no sense why anyone would support Dead Space Remake over Callisto Protocol. It makes no sense why anyone in their right mind would support Dead Space Remake over Callisto Protocol. Makes 0 sense. 0! But yet you guys did. You said, shut up and take my money, EA. We want to play the same game that we played 15 years ago. Now, how does that make sense? Doesn't. So you let Callisto Protocol fail, and you cheered when Callisto Protocol didn't meet expectations, and you cheered when EA put out their Dead Space remake because you're like, oh, Michael, I love Dead Space. It's the same fucking game. It's the same game. I don't care what 4chan told you. It's the same fucking game. You don't want to shield the Callisto Protocol, but you want to shield this redundant remake? Make it make sense, dude. And then you want to bitch and cry about, oh, we're tired of these remasters and remakes. But these are the same people that are going out and buying these fucking games. You don't want to support Forspoken. That's a brand new IP. Can't support that, you know? You can't support Starfield. That's a brand new IP. Can't support that. Can't support Redfall. That's a brand new IP. Oh, that's only on Xbox and ACG and, you know, a bunch of other fucking shills said it was trash, right? But if it were PlayStation exclusive, they'd be up this game's fucking ass, wouldn't they? You know, that's probably true. Because they sure shit, they shield fucking, Prey. You know, everyone shielded Prey from 2017. That game was so terrible, I had to get the fucking shovel out. Literally. Hey Siri, tell me a joke.
I don't often tell Dad jokes, but when I do, he usually laughs.
Hey Siri, this thing needs to start working, bro. Hey Siri, sing me a song.
Okay, if you insist. I could while away the hours, conferring with the flowers, consulting with the rain. And my head I'd be scratching, while my thoughts were busy hatching. If I only had a... Hey, wait a second.
Name one game outside of Starfield that is coming this year for Xbox. Name one game outside of Starfield that is coming this year for Xbox that isn't Redfall as well. What is going on, bro? Name one game. How many times are we going to reiterate this? Name one game that is coming to Xbox that isn't Redfall or Starfield. Someone enlighten me, bro. Stalker 2? That doesn't have a release date, therefore it doesn't exist. Stalker 2? That doesn't have a release date, therefore it doesn't exist. Next. You guys have no games. You guys have no games. Let's get this guy banned in here. Ban him. Where are my mods? You know, I'm unmodding these people. They can't be bothered to show up. So sad. We're unmodding these fake fans because they can't be bothered to show up. I give you the wrench. You don't want to show up? Well, we're taking it away. We're going to give it to someone else. Forza Motorsport? Why would you want to do that? Play Forza yet again? Bro, they just put out a Forza 2 years ago. You want to play another driving simulator game? You want to play another driving simulator game, bro? You want to play another driving simulator game? Yeah, I bet you do, you know? You want to play another driving simulator game? Wow! Another driving... Well, let me guess, they got Gears of War and Cliff Brzezinski's coming back? Oh, wow! What does Xbox have? Stalker 2. They got upcoming Starfield, which we know is coming in September. Stalker 2 has no release date, probably isn't coming out this year. I would really be surprised if they get Stalker 2 to come out this year. What games do they have? They have Redfall, Starfield, and Stalker. Those are the only games they have. 3 games. And the first game, Redfall, is already terrible. So, if Starfield is terrible, this isn't going in a great direction. And Phil Spencer's going to have to get up off of that couch and figure this out in a way that makes sense, because this is getting ridiculous at this point. They own a bunch of studios. They have no output on software. And I understand it takes more than a decade to make a fucking game these days. But, bro, maybe start less ambitious. Why do we need to get in this weird zone where everyone's coming together and having these meetings about how ambitious we want to make this fucking game? Scale it down, bro. Scale the motherfucker down. Because guess what? You want to do a big open world game that's bigger than this game right over here and that has a map that's like 250 square kilometer miles and shit like that? Like, well, you've already set yourself up for failure because it's just not necessarily easy to pull off and do so in a way that makes sense, more importantly. So, these developers need to stop going to Starbucks and getting their soy lattes and understanding that smaller is better. Because at this rate, with these modern day engines, it seems like we don't know how to program things in a way that makes sense. It really seems like that's the reality of the situation. I'm going to ban this loser in here. Someone wants attention. I'm going to give you attention because Daddy didn't give you attention. I know you're in that basement right now, bro. I'm out here touching grass. You're in the basement. This game is open world, bro. Redfall is open. I don't care if you believe me, bro. When the reviews come out later tonight and it's a total disaster, guess what? I was right about Redfall, bro. I was right about Redfall. But you don't care. You never have, and believe me, you never will. And that's because you were too busy going, shut up! I literally bought Game Pass because the game is so terrible. So you know what? In a way, it's a blessing in disguise for this game because now people want to go play it to see how terrible and how much of an L this might very well be. How much Riz does Xbox have in 2023? They don't have any. There's no love. She don't love it, it's so sad. She don't love it, it's so sad. She don't love and 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 it's so sad. She don't love. It's actually just so damn good, I'll tell you what. It's so damn good. No one in the chat was singing along? We're gonna start banning in here. You guys need to get off the Ritalin! Holy shit! No one in the chat was singing along? You know what? Time to activate Siri. You guys are not listening! 1 minute timer. Thank you, Siri.
1 minute counting down.
Let's run it back and let's see if we can pass the listening test here. Are you guys ready? She don't love and it's so sad. 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 I can't even do it now, bro. Come on, who was singing along? Stunning and Brave was singing. Oh, now they're all doing it. Oh, it takes a little while to catch up. Well, you guys aren't listening. I literally resubscribed to Game Pass, bro, to play Redfall, okay? And maybe that's what they wanted. Because if you put out a game that is so terrible, people are going to say, wow, this is terrible. And some people are curious like me, and they want to see how terrible it very much so may very well be. So as such, I subscribe to Game Pass to play this because it is apparently so terrible. And I wouldn't have resubscribed to Game Pass if it were mid. Because, well, it's just another mid Xbox game. Who cares? Right? But because it's so terrible, we're going to jump back in. I've already got this son of a bitch downloaded, bro. We're going to play Redfall tonight. And if it's not broken, if it's not buggy, if it's not unfinished, I'm going to be very disappointed, because if I'm going to play a mid-game tonight, I at least need to be entertained. And roaming around and slaying a bunch of vampires over and over and over again like it's fucking Destiny reskinned is certainly not up my alley, bro. I hate looter shooters, and I cannot believe that people play that garbage. Looter shooters. I mean, you got to be kidding me, bro. Imagine clamoring for more. Imagine playing a game like Destiny, bro. I mean, you gotta be. It's just bewildering to me. Let's just put it that way. Look, you like what you like, and that's fantastic. Have your fun in the sun. But, bro, I can't imagine playing games like that. And, you know, your mother walks into the room, and she sees you playing games like The Division. She sees you playing games like Destiny. She sees you playing games like Cyberpunk, which of course is a looter shooter. It wanted to be an RPG so bad they didn't have the level of competence. It wasn't on the publishers, you know, kicking the door open and saying, hey, you're launching on December 10th rather. No, that wasn't what happened. It was these programmers are so terrible. I mean, we're 3 years into Cyberpunk and it's still fucking garbage. But, you know, she walked in and she said, she don't love and it's so sad. 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 She don't. Who in here, let me ask you guys this, okay? You guys need to wake up and smell something. Maybe it's, no. Who in here is ready to play Redfall tonight? Because if you are, let's run this back. Actually, you know what? Maybe I'll take a rain check on that. We don't need to. I don't want to play with other strangers on the internet. That's weird. But I am curious to know how many people in here have Redfall already installed and ready to go. Bro, I want to see how terrible this game is, and I'm hoping that I'm not the only one that has this game installed and is going to play this slop. Okay. You guys are ready to play Redfall? Oh my God, you guys are shills. You guys are shills. Can we queue up together? No, I don't want to play with a bunch of strangers on the internet. I want to see the solo experience. We really want to see this. But if it's too hard, we'll probably either quit the game or maybe we'll jump into a match. But I really don't want to play with a bunch of strangers on the internet. That's kind of weird. You don't talk to strangers in real life. You were taught that in kindergarten. If a stranger comes up to you and says, "Hey there, mister," you fucking run. I mean, that's weird. She don't love and it's so sad. She don't love and it's so sad. You bought the game day one. You guys are fake gamers. Go back to V with that bullshit, bro. You don't even have this son of a bitch installed, bro. I guarantee it, bro. You guys don't even play video games. I have this son of a bitch already ready to go on the PC. I'm going to be playing this at 60 frames per second. And you can't do that on Series X because they didn't launch the 60 frames per second mode. They didn't launch the 60 frames per second mode, bro. So if you have a PC, it's probably the way to go, unless it's a terrible PC and it's very outdated, then I don't think that would be great. But you have to understand that you're getting more frames per second on PC. You're getting more frames per second on PC. You're getting more frames per second on PC. When are you going to wake up and realize that? But is it really worth it? I mean, are extra frames really going to save this game? Absolutely not. Because that's not the problem with this game. The problem with this game is that there's no fucking content in this game. I can already tell you that. You just roam around this map that looks cool. It's another museum game. No interaction, no interactivity. You roam around, you slay some vampires. Great, fantastic, Not really. It's the same thing over and over and over again, bro. And if you like games like Destiny, if you like games like The Division, if you like looter shooters, you're probably going to be fine with this. But you have to also understand that this is a very low-budget game, you can fucking tell, and that this is a game that quite clearly needed more time in the oven. And the funny thing is that this was already fucking delayed. Pretty positive. This was already delayed. It's not 60 frames on console. They don't have that in there yet. But again, that's the least of this game's worries, because ultimately, at the end of the day, this game just isn't where it needs to be. This game just isn't where it needs to be. And you look at the Xbox landscape right now, and I'm telling you, this is not helping them. It's not helping them. It's putting Xbox in the limelight, but I'll tell you what, they need quality software from all of those, studios that they have. And I'm not seeing that on display here. But it's not really a surprise because, in my humble opinion, Arcane Studios has never made a great game. How many times do we have to come out here and talk like a broken record? Tell your mother I said hi. I know she's single, and sweetheart, I know she's ready to mingle. You're not listening. Who in their right mind would be excited for Redfall despite whether or not it's exclusive to Xbox or PlayStation? It don't fucking matter what platform it's on, bro. Prey 2017 is trash. Dishonored is trash. All of these games are so terrible. And yet people love them. They say, wow, it's fantastic, it's amazing. Dishonored is the worst thing I've ever played. I thought BioShock Infinite was bad. I played Dishonored and I said, wow, this is so fucking, it turns me off. I'll just tell you that. You play terrible games like that and it's like, wow, you want to hit the eject button on the fucking disc. Back in the day with Dishonored, it was, no less digital shit. Less Zoomers were infesting this industry and you couldn't stream games. You couldn't fucking download. I mean, you could download games, but it was way different. And it wasn't as mainstream as it is today. But you look at the reality of the situation. I'm telling you right now, Starfield is make or break for Xbox. Starfield is a massive game for Bethesda. Starfield is a massive game for Phil Spencer and his legacy. Starfield is a massive game for literally everyone involved, and that's including the gamer as well. You guys are not understanding the magnitude of the release of Starfield and whether that release is done so in a way that makes sense or in a way that doesn't make sense. You have to understand that this is the new fucking Halo. It's not Redfall. It is Starfield. Starfield is the new Halo. And if you do not understand what I'm talking about, then again, tell your mother I said hi, because maybe she needs to get you to listen, because I can't get you to listen, okay? With that said, Starfield is the new Halo, bro. Starfield is the new Halo. And all of the eggs are in the basket. The farmer has only bought so many seeds, and they're planting the same seeds, and the seeds are right here with Starfield. And I'm going to tell you what, right here, right now, bro, it is the new Halo. If the new Halo fails, it is over for Xbox. Why would you want to subscribe to Game Pass? Why would you want to buy an Xbox console potentially? Why would you care about Phil Spencer and him at the forefront of the ship? Why would you care about Bethesda? Why would you care about Elder Scrolls whatever? Why would you care about Fallout 5? Why would you care if Starfield is trash? That's why they pushed it back, because the 11/11/2022 release date didn't make a goddamn bit of sense. Okay? It didn't make a damn bit of sense. They pushed it back before they showed the game last year. You need to wake up and understand that Starfield is the biggest game of this year. It really is. But you can't wrap that around your head. And it's so damn sad. You can't wrap that around your head, bro. Because you just want to sit there and meme about Todd Howard. It's like, yes, we know Todd Howard is sexy. I get that. But when has Todd Howard lied? When has Todd Howard lied? You have no examples of Todd Howard lying. None. Skyrim has infinite quests. That's what they were saying. They said Todd Howard lied about Skyrim having infinite quests. He didn't lie. You didn't play the fucking game. How is Todd Howard lying? Oh, Skyrim doesn't have infinite quests? That's bullshit. It does. Now, are they good? Well, that's a whole different discussion. But Skyrim literally has infinite quests. And they were saying that Todd Howard lied about that? He didn't lie about that. It's in the fucking game. But these fake gamers didn't play that shit. Because they're fake gamers. They sit around these chat rooms all day and they don't do shit.
Leopard super chatted $6.99. Mackle, you need to listen. Todd Howard's is irrelevant and washed. Bethesda is dead, and so is Microsoft Steel. Slopfield is a failure 100%. It's over.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about too. The deal didn't go through. I don't know, but it didn't go through right now for the time being. So with that said, that's why it's even more important that fucking Starfield comes through in a way that makes sense. You're not understanding the magnitude, the pressure. All eyes are on Starfield for Xbox to come out of the water and say, hey, we came out on fucking top. The fucking boat didn't sink. You know what I mean? They have resurrected the ship. This is huge. This is huge. When has Todd Howard lied? When has Todd Howard lied? When did he lie? Why would Todd Howard come out and say there's over 16 times the detail? Can you show me that that's not evident in Fallout 76? Shut your bitch ass up. He didn't lie. Todd Howard has never lied. Where are the lies? Like, it's okay to meme about shit, but saying that Todd Howard is full of crap, it's just stupid. Get out of your fucking parents' basement. You're not understanding Starfield is bigger than Zelda. It is. It's not, but it is. Not in terms of popularity, but it is in sense of the impact that Starfield may or may not have on this industry, and more specifically for Bethesda, for Xbox. You're not understanding. This is the anchor. And they need that anchor. Because if they can't stop the ship, then it goes right into the fucking iceberg. Starfield is the biggest game in Xbox history. It's bigger than Halo 3. You don't understand. This is decades in the fucking making. When has Todd Howard lied? Show me one example of Todd Howard lying. Oh, Skyrim doesn't have infinite quests? That's full of shit. It does. So therefore, he didn't lie. When he said 11/11/2022, it wasn't set in stone, you dumbass. It wasn't set in stone. And you know that. Quit playing naive like, oh yeah, Michael, he said it was coming out 11/11/2022. Did Todd Howard come out and say that it was set in stone? It wasn't. It was subject to change, and that was the tentative release date. So how did Todd Howard fucking lie? Name one example. I'm done with the meme shit, dude. You need to start respecting the veteran developers. Because once the developers are out of fucking, once they retire, it's over for the games industry. This is the veteran studio at Bethesda, bro. This is years and years and years in the making. Game Pass day one. 4 major city, over 1,000 planets. More dialogue than any other Bethesda game. And you want to sit there and say it's trash because you don't get to play it on your stupid Soy Station 5. That's the problem. That's the problem. You want to sit there and you want to play fucking fanboy. Oh, Michael, I got a Soy Station 5. I can't play Starfield. Where do I get a Soy Station 5? I can't play Starfield. I got a Soy Station 5. Imagine owning a Soy Station 5, playing those fucking overglorified movie games that might very well have woke themes in them, bro. You guys love that. And then you pretend to go on the internet like, oh yeah, I'm fucking based, man. Yeah, okay, buddy. It's so damn sad. And that's why people are so mad, because here's the thing. Starfield was in development, from what I understand. Starfield was in development for the PlayStation 5. But since they got acquired by Xbox, it no longer is. And now you want to say it's trash because you got the Soul Station 5. That's really what it boils down to. It's not about the quality of the game. It's not about the art direction. It's not about the game direction. It's not about any of that bullshit. It is about the cesspool that is the fanboys going back and forth, and how they're so upset they're not going to be able to play it on their Soy Station 5. That's the reality of the situation. That's the reality of the situation. Exactly, Starfield can't fail. Phil Spencer is definitely overseeing Starfield. This is a massive game. You're not understanding, bro. When you see this game next month, you're going to be blown away. We only have 1 month until they show this off. We only have 1 month until they show off Starfield again. And I guarantee it's coming back bigger and better than ever. And you're going to be blown away. And the Snoy fanboys are going to pick through that footage and say, oh, this is trash. Look at them NPCs disappearing out there. But if this were only on PlayStation, and if I made that video, they'd say, oh my God, you're fucking nitpicking and cherry picking, Michael. You hate everything. You're fucking a negative Nancy. Shut up! Shut up! Sick of it! You're playing Final Fantasy? Imagine playing Final Fantasy in 2023. You guys sure as hell do love playing the same game over and over and over again. Why don't you work at the fucking cheese factory? The assembly line, and just fucking make the cheese or some shit. I don't understand, bro. You're gonna play the new Final Fantasy? How many Final Fantasy games do they need to fucking make? Clearly the fantasy has never ended. How many Final Fantasy games do they need to make? Final Fantasy? What are you, in 1998? Something takes a part of me. You and I were made to be. Something takes a part of me. Jesus Christ. No one in here was listening. I don't care. I told you that this is the reality of the situation for Xbox. What does PlayStation have? Spider-Man 2? Where's the gameplay for Spider-Man 2, bro? Where's the game? Where the hell is Insomniac Games at? You know, all these stupid-ass PlayStation fanboys, and I'm not naming names because they're just losers. They don't deserve the fucking attention. But I'll tell you what, these PlayStation fanboys are ridiculous, bro. They're like, oh, yeah, there's this big showcase coming up. This PlayStation showcase is coming. Is it really coming? Is the PlayStation showcase coming? Who said it was coming? No one. How the hell do you know that the PlayStation showcase is coming? Oh, you feel that it's coming. You feel that Sony needs to come out and show you software. Why do you think all of these fucking publishers exited E3? It wasn't because E3 is dead. It's because they have no fucking software. Duh! These motherfuckers don't make games anymore. They sell you brands. It's just unbelievable. PSVR 2? That's trash. I am so shocked and so surprised that they made PSVR 2. You know, it's almost like Sony was contractually obligated to make PlayStation VR 2 because it makes no sense why you would have done that. 0 games, hardware is cool, but 5 people are playing it. It's overly expensive. Trash. That's what it is. I'm sorry, guys. And I know there's some VR shills in here, and it's cool technology. It really is. But it's not for gaming, and I'm sure some VR shills would agree with me as well. It's great technology. They need to find where it really sticks, but it's not for gaming. And there won't be a PSVR 3. Absolutely not. So go out and buy the PSVR 2 before they discontinue it in the next year and a half. Because why would you invest so much into that? You know, no one's buying it. It makes 0 sense to continue support. It's going to fail just like the Kinect did, bro. Oh my God, the tree's going to collapse. I heard a crack, bro. Is this tree going to fucking fall? Well, you guys would love that, wouldn't you? You guys hear that tree crack, bro? Well, we're not going to be able to play Redfall tonight if that tree fucking falls down, bro. Maybe we don't need to play it. Maybe we don't need to play it. Let's read one intelligent comment in here. Let's see if anyone has their thinking cap on in here. I want to read one intelligent comment in here. Here we go. Someone said earthquake? We're not in California, dude. Earthquake, by the way. I need intelligent comment, not unintelligent. Oh, now the chat's not moving. Guess what? I gotta scroll back up. You guys are not listening. Here we go. Let's read this right here. Stealth Dragon. Something's in my eye. Stealth Dragon says this generation has been overhyped with trailers and they have not promised what they have shown. What? Guys, you guys are not listening. Redfall is an indie game. Well, that's why it's on Game Pass day one. You have to understand that Starfield was coming to the PlayStation 5. If Xbox never bought Bethesda, it would be on your PlayStation 5. What timeline are you living in, bro? But now you want to say it's trash. Now you want to say it's garbage because you don't get to play it because you don't have Game Pass on your PlayStation 5. But Game Pass will eventually be multi-platform. Absolutely, and you damn well know that's true. You damn well know that's true. I just purchased Redfall for $100 on Steam. Well, you're a stupid idiot. This is why the gaming industry is in the shitter, bro. But when ACG puts out his review, then you're going to believe me. I've already seen the ACG review, bro. I've already seen the ACG review. You're not listening. He said it was literally, unless he changes his title, which I don't think he will, he said it was literally one of the worst games of this year. Not joking, bro. And in my opinion, there's been terrible, 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 terrible games that have come out this year thus far. There's nothing interesting to play right now. And the only game that looks remotely interesting, that has somewhat potential, is Starfield. And again, if that game sucks, it's Game Pass day one. How could you not sit there and say, wow, Michael, you know what? You have a point. Wow, Michael, you know what? Maybe Bethesda is going to hit that home run. Wow, Michael, maybe Todd Howard didn't lie and you were living in this fantasy land of, oh, yeah, Fallout 76 was actual trash, but you have 200 hours of it in. You know what I mean? It's unbelievable. All of the games that have come out this year have been terrible. All of them. Dead Space Remake, trash. What else came out? Hogwarts Legacy, trash. Forspoken, trash. 3 games. What else has come out this year? I don't even remember because they're so fucking forgettable. I literally cannot remember. Resident Evil 4 Remake, trash. What's the 5th game? Star Wars Jedi Survivor, trash. 5 games right there, and I know there's more. 5 games right there, all trash. 5 games right there, all trash. I just said it was trash. Game Pass is irrelevant? What are you talking about? Game Pass is Xbox. You got a low IQ, bro. Game Pass is Xbox. Game Pass is the new console. You're not under, it's not 1998. Something takes a part of me. You and I weren't meant to be. Something is in the way. You and I are not the same. You gotta move on, bro. It's 2023. Damn. Oh yeah, I'm such a negative Nancy. But you know, you'll kiss ACG's ass, you'll kiss Dreamcast guy's ass, you'll kiss all their asses. You know you're ready on your knees, puckering up right fucking now. The fuck out of here with that bullshit. Ban him. You broke your mic. I don't care. It's trash. Mortal Kombat 12? This guy really said Mortal Kombat 12? Bro, Ed Boon has been making the same game for literally 30 years. And he's living in a mansion. Ed Boon has been making the same game for 30 years, bro. I'm not saying they're terrible, but they kind of are. I mean, zero originality. You gotta be a sick person to play those Mortal Kombat games, bro. You wanna see someone get their fucking neck broken? Oh, wow. They did that in 1992, and they're still doing it in 2025. Wow! Another Mortal Kombat game that has no new gameplay, the same old fucking characters? Mortal Kombat! Get over here! I mean, Jesus Christ! It's no different than Madden. And at least with Madden, I will stick up for the devs because I talked to the fucking creative director of Madden. It was a fucking great guy. But here's the thing. They're under a lot of pressure. They got to put that goddamn game out every single fucking year. The dev time is slow. Fast, rather. The dev time is tiny. And you want them to rewrite the whole fucking code? It's impossible! Go to Harvard right now and ask fucking programmers in C++ how fast they would... Get the fuck up out of here. These fake gamers are not listening! Mortal Kombat. Holy shit. You want to talk about milking one thing that worked? You really excited to play Mortal Kombat 12, bro? Really? I mean, you're excited. You're dead ass. Just like Final Fantasy. It's the same game over and over and over and over again, bro. At least Redfall is something fucking new. You know, I will say that about Redfall. I will say that about Redfall. It's something new. It's over.
It's me Super Shattered €6.66. I am more hyped for the next season of Sea of Thieves. A 5-year-old game. Then Starfield.
Who plays Sea of Thieves, bro? Bro, you gotta be a fucking normie. Sea of Thieves? Oh my god, that's what Xbox has. Is that still going? Sea of Thieves? They don't even have Johnny Depp in that game, bro. And you run around as like the Pirates of the Caribbean and shit, and you get on your ship with a bunch of fucking buddies, and you're like, I'm a pirate. You find a fucking treasure chest, and you get the cannonballs ready. Wow, that's a fucking normie ass baby game, bro. Sea of Thieves. Shit's trash, bro. You guys got bad taste. Name one good game in here. I hate playing this because you guys never work. You guys bring these terrible games in here. Mortal Kombat, by the way. Yeah, okay, dude. Look, name one game that's good. First one to get it right. And I'll tell you if you got great taste. Gets the shout out. Name one game, bro. Name one great game. I need outside of the box games in here. If you're going to mention normie shit, I'm not reading it. Because I'm only reading the person that gets it right and understands what a great game is. I need to hear it. Name one great game, bro. Name one great game. Yeah, we have to do this again because you guys are not listening. Name one great game. Banned. Name one great game. Nope. 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 You guys have to think outside of the fucking box, bro. Name one great game. Oh, that guy's a fake gamer. He's full of crap. Oh shit, it's moving too fast, bro. It's moving too fast. I need to understand what a great game is. Stop mentioning normie shit. Look, to be fair, some of these games are good, but they're not great. I need a great game in here. Name one great game, bro. Name one great game. Good games are not great games. So a lot of people are mentioning good games, okay? I'm looking for a great game. Name one great game. Name one great game in here. Who has great taste in here? Oh, that's an internet darling game. I don't like internet darling games. Name one great game. Let's ban this guy. Massive. Oh. No one can name. You know, when I read this chat, I think to myself, you know what? Maybe there hasn't ever been a great game that has been released. I mean, I certainly don't want to like the things that you guys like, and I certainly want to like the things that you guys dislike. Why are you guys mentioning the most normie games? You know, I thought this audience was a little bit more capable, but it's quite frankly, we're just, you know, in the normie bubble. You guys never played it. Banned. Don't mention internet darling games. I'm not doing it. Just stop mentioning these underrated internet darling games that Reset Era loves to shill. Fuck them. Name one great game right in here right now. First one to have great taste gets that shout out. And I'm going to tell you who's right. Because right now, no one's right, bro. These people are going on to Wikipedia because they don't fucking play games, bro. And they're mentioning the most normie top 50 games. I swear to God, bro. Let's go. Stop mentioning that stupid game, dude. Oh, let's get that guy out of here, too. Guys, these are good games, but they're not great. These are good games, but they're not great. I need a great game. Plop it down on the table right now. Holy shit, this is moving so fast. Red Dead Redemption. Banned. Red Dead Redemption 2, by the way. Ban him. Trash take. Sorry. Stop mentioning normie games. Oh my God, bro. Bro, you just have to... No one... There's 300 people in here and not one person can mention a great game. Guys, we understand you're mentioning good games. They're not great. Name one... It's going to start raining out here, bro. Someone needs to... You know, maybe there hasn't ever been a great video game that has released. I mean, you guys are trying, and I'm just not seeing anything that really looks like it's a great video game. Well, we're going to have to put the timer on here. I mean, you guys, I can't, I'm just not seeing a great game here. I'm not seeing a great game here. Mad Max? Let's get this guy banned. I mean, that shit is trash, bro. Mad Max? That's trash. It isn't the same script as last time, bro. I got the script right over here. It's totally different. All new. Someone's getting closer. Hold on. Someone's getting close here. Dishonored? Ban him. Oh my God. I can't. I didn't know my audience was this normie. I mean, I swear to God, bro. You know, they tell me all the time, well, Michael, you hate all these games. You hate this. You hate that. I mean, bro, you're listing the top 5 most fucking played popular games. I really didn't think this audience was that normie, but they're coming in here with these fucking, like, top 50 games of all time. Just the most normie-ass fucking games that you can play, bro. And they're kissing Rockstar's ass in here as if Rockstar did anything great in the last fucking 20 years. I mean, someone's getting close here. Hold on. I think we're getting a little bit closer to the great game. What's wrong with Dishonored? We're not having that conversation. Because you're not ready. Go play Redfall. Please. Don't play Dishonored. That's trash. Name... BioShock what? Ban him. That's it. We're starting the timer. Hey Siri, 45-second timer.
45 seconds, counting down.
Someone better mention one great game right here in 40-something seconds. Let's go. Because if they don't mention one great game within this time frame, maybe there hasn't been a great game that has released ever in the history of gaming. We got 30 seconds here. We got 30 seconds, 27 seconds, 26 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. I'm pausing the chat. I'm pausing. No. I'm pausing the chat. And wow, we paused it at the right time. Hold on. Oh shit, no, stop! Oh, this guy. Stop mentioning normie games! You know, I think we're going to have to go with this guy right here. Let me see something real quick. This guy's got his thinking cap on right here. This guy's got his thinking cap on. He said the great game, and maybe it was said before, but this is where I'm seeing it, so... It's over. What is that fucking noise out here, dude?
Kameme super chatted $4.99. RE10G, Silent Hill 10G, GTA 3 and Manhunt.
Well, you know, some of those are good games, but I just don't know if they're on the great scale anymore. You know what I mean? And this guy said it, you know, right when the timer ended, so I'm sure it was said before, but I didn't catch it. Nonetheless, Xenon, this guy's got his thinking cap on. I'm not even going to say the game because I don't, you know, they're going to say it's trash and they're going to harass about that. I don't want to hear it. Okay, it is a great game. I'm not going to say what game it was, but Xenon has great taste. It doesn't exist, bro. I just read the fucking comment, you dumbass. You're not listening. Well, you guys are mentioning the most top 100 played games. I swear to God, they're mentioning the same old crap in here all the time. 007 GoldenEye on the N64. Well, that's the most normie fucking game on the N64. Literally. Like, you all mentioned the most popular games. Bro, this guy mentioned 20 games in one comment, bro. Bloodborne, he said. That's trash. Undertale. That's indie slop. The Witcher 3. Terrible. CD Projekt Red sucks. Stardew Valley. That's some dumb farming simulator game. Uncharted 4. That's woke. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Never played it. Super Mario Odyssey. Never played it. God of War. Trash. Red Dead Redemption 2. More woke slop. All those games are terrible, bro. Sorry. You have no taste. What does that mean? I like great games. Someone said Starfield. It's not even fucking out. Gran Turismo 2? Really? Super Smash? Those games are terrible, bro. I hated those games. I bought one of those games on the GameCube and played it for 5 minutes and turned that shit off, bro. When you get to the edge of the screen, your character fucking like vapes out of the whole arena like, defeated! Garbage. Bro, you guys gotta start... Quit being normies in here! You know, someone should have mentioned a game like fucking... What is that one game on the Wii? Red Steel. Did anyone in here say Red Steel? Red Steel on the Wii. Is that what it's called? Red Steel on the Wii. That is what it's called. A 6 out of 10 on IGN? Someone said, laugh out loud, the Wii is trash. Yeah, okay, buddy. Says the Switch that does it. I'm not even going to have that conversation with such a low IQ simpleton. You know, I was in special ed my entire high school career. Well, actually, before that. But you know what? At the end of the day, we graduated. It's an incel game? Go back to 4chan. The fuck, dude? Incel, by the way. Bro, you're in your parents' basement, dude. I'm outside right now. Red Steel 2? House of the Dead? House of the Dead's trash, bro. There's not even a game there. You just run around on rails.
Snurf super chatted $10. Pitfall wasn't great. Great for its time, but anything older than 1993 is now trash.
What the?
Doom 1993 is still a great
Anything
game.
older than 1993 is trash. You know, you might be onto something there. I'm not sure, but there was definitely a fall off. And it might have happened sooner than people think. You know, they say modern day gaming is trash, and maybe modern day gaming was always trash. You got to think, I mean, these developers back in the day, they were passion projects, you know? And it's no longer that, especially these days. But I don't think it's been that way for 20 plus years now. Wii games were trash? Red Steel is... What are you talking about, dude? The original Wii was ahead of its time. I agree. But the Switch didn't... The Switch, in my opinion, didn't bring anything new to the table. That's why I never bought one. But thanks to Bald Lesbian, we're going to be covering Zelda Kingdom of Tears when it releases. But I'm sure some people are already playing it because I believe it leaked. I don't know. Xbox 360. Name 5 good games in the Xbox 360 era. Go. Because you guys don't know what you're talking about. Name 5 good games. I guarantee it's going to be the most normie-ass bullshit. Name 5 good games in the Xbox 360 era. And I'm talking the golden Xbox 360 era. I'm not talking about the... Name 5 good games in the Xbox 360 era. No, you're not listening. Stop. Forza? Let's get this guy banned. Forza's great, by the way. It's the same fucking game every other 5 years. The Darkness? It's a comic book game. It doesn't count, bro. Alan Wake? That shit is trash, bro. I really hope that let me just put it to you this way. I hope that Alan Wake 2 is vastly different, bro. Because running to the fucking light is annoying as hell. And fighting the creatures with the flashlight, it's boring garbage, bro. And it has such a weird story. You know, Remedy sucks. Let's just put it that way. The modern day Remedy sucks. I mean, they have put out such pretentious storylines that are such trash that I don't know how any of these gamers sit there and like that crap. But Gary from the Vault came through. Halo Fable. That's not 360, you idiot! Halo 1 and Fable 1 are not 360. Get a clue. Fear? Batman Arkham Knight's not good. The combat is the most repetitive, derivative trash that I've ever experienced. All you do is dodge attack. Literally, bro. They ripped off Ash Creed combat from 2007. How do you think those Batman games are good is beyond me, bro. You can't name one game, bro. Let's one game on the 360 era. Fear 2? Condemned 2? Condemned 2 was trash. The Evil Within? Oh my god, now I know you're trolling. The Evil Within, by the way. Name one good Xbox 360 game. You can tell who's played the 360 and who hasn't in here. Alan Wake is trash. It's like you're the Stephen King wannabe, and now his fantasies are coming to life in the darkness and the light. It's trash. Cool graphics, but outside of that, not good. But we'll see. If the sequel is a pure survival horror experience and it's totally different, I will maybe check it out. Why is everyone coming through?
Alright, old super chatted £5.
Alright, oil.
I like the trees. Deciduous tree. Looks splendid. Cheers. Clinking beer mugs.
Well, if you like the trees so much back here, why don't you fucking marry them? The fuck does that mean, dude? Hello, mate. No one. Why are you guys coming through? Oh my god! Now we gotta wait for all this bullshit to play out. You know.
Devin Gillard super chatted $6 Gaming is pure slop these days. It's over, man. It's all over. Industry is dead. Millennials killed it.
I think gaming died in. Well, it's hard to pinpoint the exact time, but it died long ago, bro. What year is it? 2023?
It's over.
10 years ago might have been where it died somewhere along there.
Nerf super chatted $10.
Maybe even before that.
Fallout 3. The Saboteur. Prototype. God of War 3. If you don't like at least one of those games, you aren't a true fan.
Well, I think the most interesting game out of the Prototype. I never played the Prototype. They never put a demo out, and we couldn't afford the game when it came out. So I was a demo guy back in the day. We couldn't really buy every game that fucking released because it was just too steep. But the Saboteur.
It's over.
We can't even talk out here.
It's me super chatted €6.66. Mackle, I am beginning to think you have no taste in games. Or even enough knowledge about games.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like I don't know anything. Says the guy that, whatever dude. Mirror's Edge? Mirror's Edge? Like, it was a cool game, but I mean, it wasn't anything to write home about. Like, yeah, you roam around, everything's white and red, and it's like, well, I mean, yeah, that's, a cool little game there. But there's no game there. You just roam around and climb things. I mean, it's not really a game there. And the field of view is so terrible in that game. You can't even. I'll say this: The Last of Us 1 killed any hope that was left for this industry. The Last of Us 1 shredded it. The Last of Us 1 shredded it, bro. The Last of Us 1 shredded it, bro. Def Jam 2 Fight for New York? Who played that? Marvel's Spider-Man. Bro, someone in here is literally mentioning the Burger King games. Ban them. Bro, I have all of the Burger King games and they're trash. But they're cool advertisements. Very unique, very interesting in that regard. But they're not great games, and you damn well know that. Fake gamer, ban them. Fall Guys? Guys, we got to wrap this up. It's getting cold out here. If you guys have such terrible taste, how did you find this show? You know, I thought we were based around here, but you guys are listening to top 50 fucking games. I swear to God, bro, you went on ChatGPT and said, hey, what are the best 50 games? And then you got a list, because you're a fake gamer, you never play half of these fucking games you said you play. Look, I'm going to gatekeep the great games, because you guys obviously don't know what you're talking about. I'm going to gatekeep the best game. What is this guy talking about? Redfall. Redfall is a Bethesda game, yet you push Starfield. You're such a stupid idiot, bro. What are you even smoking? Redfall is a Bethesda game? What do I even begin? It's made by Arcane, you stupid idiot. It's made by Arcane Studios, you stupid idiot. It isn't made by Bethesda, you stupid idiot. Oh, the mic's too loud? Adjust your volume on your television screen, you dumbass. You have the ability to turn down the volume. Oh, it's hurting my ears. I can't go to the gym. Well, you weren't going to the gym anyway. I can beat anyone in here in the 1 mile race. I guarantee it. I will fly you out here to race me, and I will win. Because you guys are in your parents' basement.
It's over.
Who the hell's this?
Gary from the Vault super chatted $20. Re4E makes sucks my El Gigante.
The fake Gary from the Vault coming through with a $20 super chat. Really hard and really strong. RE4 Remake sucks my El Gigante. Well, I bet you love that. You think Resident... I'm not even going to have that discussion in here. Because quite frankly, the Resident Evil fanboys they're mentally ill. They're mentally ill. And I'm tired of mental illness on the internet. If you step outside of the basement once in a while, it will help your mental health. I will tell you that right here, right now. It ain't going to fix it, but it's going to help it. And that's what I would encourage you guys to do. You guys are stupid idiots if you think Starfield is going to be trash. I'm going to start banning people that think that Starfield is going to be trash because they obviously don't know what they're talking about. And they're quite frankly not listening to what I'm saying. How can you sit there and say that Starfield is trash? Have you played Starfield? No. And then you want to come out and you want to say, well, Michael hates every game. Michael has shit taste. You're literally... I'm done. A brand new IP and you're willing to throw that game in the fucking dirt already. Yeah, that's so fucking sad. Real gamer, by the way. Yeah, okay, buddy. Okay. Resident Evil 4 Remake's a masterpiece? Oh, yeah. You know, why don't you go back on V right now and shill that shit? They love shilling that game over there. Why don't you go make a fucking thread and say it's trash? Because that's how you shill it in disguise. Go make a thread that says Resident Evil 4 Remake fucking sucks. And they will shill it in the replies. There you go. Now you know how to play V. Starfield is going to suck. Banned. I mean, you just come in here with a bunch of nonsense, bro. Oh, yeah, Starfield's going to be trash. You're just mad you can't play it on Soy Station 5. You're just mad that you can't play it on Soy Station 5. I'm outside of my parents' basement right now. Where are you? Where are you? You're not at the gym. I am a world-class athlete. Okay? I can walk 15 miles a day. How many people in here can walk 15 miles a day? Very seldom. We were just in Chi-Town with the good senator, providing you the show plus walking over 10 miles. And you think that's easy, and I had the good senator hold the fucking camera, and he thought, well, you know, you started to understand a little bit better. You got to hold up this equipment, you got to do this, you got to do that. High energy for the folks at home, for the 50 viewers that were watching, you know. It's cold out there. Yeah, well, I mean, it's the way, you know, it is what it is. You can walk 7 miles. That ain't anything. Bro, I walked over 25 miles in LA, bro. I walked from... Bro, I walked from... Where's this at? What is that park called? Let me... hold on. This is pretty crazy, bro. Hold on. I walked from MacArthur Park to Hollywood Boulevard. And then there was more walking on top of that. So let's see how far that is. MacArthur Park. If you're from LA, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not, maybe visit so you won't have to visit again. MacArthur Park to Hollywood Boulevard. That's with holding the camera. That's with talking nonstop so we don't have dead air on the show. That is over 6.7 miles, bro. And we did more walking than that. So you want to talk about a world-class athlete? You're not on my level. Don't come in here and pretend like you're a world-class athlete just because you hit the gym once in a while. That's bullshit. You want to come out here and race me in the mile race? I will win. I will win. You've been to LA. Great. That's amazing. Everyone was wondering if you've been to LA, bro. A lot of viewers today, well, they want to know about Redfall. And I said before, I have bought the game because I resubscribed to Game Pass. And it's on Game Pass, and I installed Redfall. ACG, if you want to know, he put out his review early. But he took it down because it wasn't supposed to be up that early. But ACG said this is literally one of the worst games of 2023. I'm not joking, bro. ACG said this is one of the worst games of 2023, and you guys don't care, but I do, and that's why I resubscribed to Game Pass for like $10. I didn't get the $1 deal, so I said, fuck it, we'll pay $10 for this slop just to see how terrible it is. Because I wasn't subscribed to Game Pass. There was no reason to. But I resubscribed to Game Pass to see how terrible this Redfall is, rather. Let's ban this guy. You had to walk to school that much every day. Yeah, I really bet, bro. I really bet. What did his review say? Well, you know, he talks a lot in his review. You know what I mean? But the title literally said, it's one of the worst games of 2023. That's what it said, bro. If you don't believe me, you'll just wait for the review later tonight. Why are you listening to ACG? Shut up, you idiot! Who do you listen to, Dreamcast guy? Dude, I don't watch these YouTuber guys. They're boring. But sometimes I take a peek and I see what they have to say, and I noticed that ACG said that it was, one of the worst games of 2023. 2.5 more hours until Redfall. This guy's talking sense. And I'm going to tell you what, the reviews aren't even fucking out. The reviews are launching after the game is We're going to have to fire the stream back up. I already got it installed. The reviews are not coming until after the game is playable. I mean, think about how stupid that is. That's what we like to hear, James. That's what we like to hear. Bro, I just said... I've heard reviews that come out an hour before launch. I don't think that's what's happening. I mean, I don't, from what I understand, the reviews are coming out after the game launches. Unless they've changed it. I don't know. But, I tried to switch it to New Zealand. It didn't work. Maybe it will work for you. I don't know. But, some people are playing this game right now. Some people are playing this game right now. No, if Redfall were PlayStation exclusive, believe me, you guys would love it. And it's the same with Starfield. And you have to understand, Starfield was being developed for PlayStation at one point in time, but now it's trash because, the Soy Station users can't play it. The Soy Station users can't play it. Review embargo is at 11 p.m. Eastern. The game launches, I'm pretty sure the game launches before that. This is crazy, bro. When has this happened? It's been a long time. 11 p.m. Eastern. Bro, I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to play the game before that. Unless I'm mistaken, which I could very well be. But from what I've understood, you tried the New Zealand thing? Yeah, it didn't work for me either. But regardless, it seems like you're going to be able to play Redfall before the reviews drop, which is insane to me. Now, again, we can cut this game some slack. It's on Game Pass day one, so if you're already on Game Pass, there you go. Now, the reality of it is that some people don't give a shit about Game Pass, and they don't like subscribing to things and stuff like that. And, they might go out and buy this for $60 or however much it is at the fucking store. Or just buy it digitally because they want to own it. I mean, like I said, I will give Arcane Studios this. It is a new IP. I don't think they've ever done a fucking game like this before where it's, you slay some vampires in this Redfall town and shit like that. And it's like, well, that's kind of cool. And it is a new IP. And we like new IPs, even if they're terrible, because it is at least, the developer's trying to do something different. But this one is just not where it needs to be, and I don't think it ever will be. The game launches at 8 p.m. Eastern, 3 hours before reviews. Finally, someone in here with their thinking cap on, and I was right, because that's crazy. The game launches, the reviews don't come out until 3 hours after, bro. Why is the hair in the eye? Well, let me just tell you this, bro. The biased Snoy Games media exists. It is a fact. The biased Snoy Games media exists. Because if this were PlayStation exclusive, or even on PlayStation, it would get a boost in the score. I guarantee you. Even when they said Forspoken wasn't where it needed to be, they still had to cut it some slack because it was PlayStation exclusive. If Forspoken were only on Xbox, bro, they would have said, wow, this is even worse.
Super chatted $10. Watch Redfall actually be good. Star Wars Kitty. I've been waiting for Redfall. A Left 4 Dead open world
really?
Vampire loot and shoot could be a decent Ubisoft game.
Well, yeah, if Ubisoft made it. But Ubisoft didn't make it. These are from the folks from Dishonored and all these other terrible games like Prey. But it's on Game Pass day one. Ubisoft doesn't make games anymore. The last Ubisoft game I played was Far Cry 6. After that, they stopped making games. They literally stopped making games, bro. And it's disappointing because Ubisoft on paper has a lot of cool concepts and ideas. The execution is always trash. But Redfall's not going to be good. We already got the confirmation from ACG. And you guys love ACG. But now that I'm telling you that ACG said it was trash or whatever, or at least said it was one of the worst games of 2023, you guys don't want to give world-class veteran video game. You guys don't want to give ACG the time of day now. You guys don't want to see ACG. You don't want to give ACG the time of day. But you wanted to shill for ACG every other night. Ridiculous. You're talking about a game that we're gonna be able to play this game in a couple of hours and the fucking reviews aren't gonna be out. Now you tell me what's wrong with that. You tell me what's wrong with that. Did you see Digital Foundry's review on... No, I don't watch Digital Foundry, bro. I'm not a fucking normie. I don't give a shit about what pixel what I don't care. The game was Star Wars Jedi Survivor is trash, but not because of any of those reasons. The game just sucks. That's why it's trash. And the frame rate and resolution hiccups and stuff like that, it's just masking how mediocre the fucking experience is. When you got another Star Wars game that came out over a decade ago having more advanced physics than the current Star Wars game, you know it's total garbage. You know it's total garbage. Well, they just watch a bunch of normies. I mean, some of these guys are putting out fucking 20-hour videos, and it's like, that's ridiculous. I don't do long videos. I do streams if you want long-form content, but that's the only long-form content I do. I don't do long-ass in-depth videos because that shit's boring, bro. It's like, get to the point, you know? Do we really need to talk about this one game for 25 minutes straight? I mean, that's some nerd shit, bro. That's some World of Warcraft crap. In your parents' basement, 400 pounds. If you care about shit like that, you're not a real gamer. I will go ask developers and they will agree. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. If you care about frame rate and resolution, chances are you're not a real gamer. That's PC nerd shit, and we know the PC fanboys don't play the games they buy on their fucking... on Steam. They don't. They just sit there and say, well, I got a great library of games. Look at me, I'm so cool. They don't play half of them. They buy all these games during the Steam sale to make Gabe, so happy. Gabe Newton, or whatever the fuck his name is. And they do that over and over and over again, and they don't play any of these games. They don't play any of these games. It's unreal. You're not a real gamer? Who are you talking about, bro? Don't turn on the dark side. It's because most gamers that are vocal, Michael, grew up on PS4. Simple as that. Well, you might be onto something there. Well, it's sad. It's sad. What about Ash Creed Merge? Bro, there's no gameplay for this game. It isn't even coming out this year, and if it is, there's no fucking gameplay. Who's excited for Ash Creed Merge? I mean, where is it even taking place in? Jerusalem? Like, they've already been there. Like, what is the gimmick this time around? They knew that the gamer wanted Ash Creed Japan. They're finally giving it to us over a decade later. But at this point, Ash Creed's dead. Ash Creed is dead. You want to roam around Stonehenge and Ash Creed Valhalla? That's slop. So, well, according to the PC fanboys and according to the Snowy fanboys, you know, it's funny how they say, oh, this game's trash because it's at 30 frames. And it's like, yeah, that's kind of stupid. But it's like, if it's locked at 30, who gives a fuck? But at the end of the day, they can't come to the realization that all of their favorite games, even Ghost of Tsushima, was running at 30 frames on PS4. There was no 60 frames option when that game came out. And they said it was an amazing classic. They said Ghost of Tsushima brought something new to the table, which it didn't. It was style over substance. Oh, watch how the flowers sway in the wind, and you can be this badass samurai. Well, guess what? It wasn't at 60 frames, and now all of a sudden that fucking shit matters? Yeah, okay, buddy. You know, The Last of Us 2 wasn't at 60 frames, and they said that was a masterpiece, and it is. The Last of Us 2 is probably the best. You know what? Did anyone mention that earlier? I said name one great game. Did anyone mention The Last of Us 2? Because I certainly didn't see it. The Last of Us 2 is a great game, and that isn't me playing contrarian.
It's over.
Anyone with a brain can see that quality time was spent making that game. You don't have to agree,
Super chatted $5.
because you won't.
Bro, what do you know about Age of Wonders 4? Comes out
I don't know what that is, bro. Sounds like some nerdy-ass PC game for fucking chills. Sounds like a game that could have came out in 1998. You know, Roller Coaster Tycoon was made by one fucking guy in assembly, bro. I mean, what happened to the talent pool? You know, I swear something's in the air, or they're going to Starbucks and wasting all of their time at Starbucks. Doing literally nothing instead of making a great game that's going to have a lasting impression. It's the saddest it's ever been. You don't play Hidden Gems? No, I play Hidden Gems. You don't even play games. You came from V. They don't play games over there. They don't play video games over there. They're too busy, you know, making new threads to bait. Because that's more fun than the fucking game. No, I got great taste. I'm going to gatekeep my favorite games, though. I'm not going to tell you guys my favorite games because you're going to sit there and say they're trash and you're going to play contrarian to that crap. PC is superior. That's fantastic. I'm playing it on PC as well. Because I didn't want to hook up the Xbox. You know, it was too inconvenient for me to hook up the Xbox. I don't care if it runs at 30 or 60. We're just going to see how terrible this is. I told you guys ACG said this is one of the worst games of this year, and you guys still don't want to listen. Well, the reviews are coming out later tonight, but you're going to be able to play this before the reviews come out. So we're going to jump in and we're going to see how terrible this game really is. It doesn't even look like a 360 game, bro. It looks like a fucking mobile game. This game is bad. I've seen the animations, bro. It is horrible. Oh, you want to do the song? You want to do the song? Oh, they banned you. They banned you. I didn't ban you. Someone else did. So we are going to be coming back in a few hours whenever the game unlocks. Someone, what time does this game unlock? Let me see. Let's see what time this game unlocks. Here we go. It is going to unlock in, well, I can't do math, but very soon. In about 2.5 hours or some shit like that, this game is going to unlock. So we're going to be back then. We're going to be back then, and we're going to play through this. And who knows, we might like it. I don't know. But I don't think it's going to be great. And look, it's on Game Pass. We can cut it some slack, okay? Guys, I looked at the time. Yep, 2 hours and 20. That sounds about right. 2 hours and 25 minutes. So we're going to have to wrap this one up here as the battery's getting low anyway. But with that said, we were going to come back. We have it installed already. It's good to go. And we're going to jump into Redfall. I want to play solo too. If it's too hard, we either turn it off or we find players to play with. But I'm going to tell you what, folks. This game is... I've seen the leaked footage. I mean, not leaked, but I've seen footage of this game. And I'm going to tell you what, bro. Holy shit. Unbelievable. It does look like a PS2 game. You should see the animation, bro. I mean, it is... For the stealth takedowns, it is... There's no animation. I mean, it's bad, bro. When does it unlock? LA time. You really want me to do that work for you? I mean, gee willikers, you're so lazy. 5 p.m. 5 p.m. 5 p.m. in LA. Pacific time. There you go. Pacific time, 5 p.m. Which... Michael is the best contrarian? How am I contrarian? Dude, you're throwing up your security blanket because you can't handle a different take. You can't handle a different perspective. So you just say, well, Michael's a troll. Michael's a contrarian. If I really wanted to play contrarian, I'd be less obvious about it. How am I contrarian? Dude, I just said Redfall's trash. That's not contrarian. If I wanted to play contrarian, I'd say it's a fucking modern day masterpiece. But we might it depends on who says it's trash. PC is not a gaming device. Well, you know, you could be right. I mean, think about it. The PC at one point didn't have a GPU. You know, NVIDIA rolled that out in 1998 or some shit like that, right? It didn't have a graphics processing unit. No one's ever heard of that before. It really wasn't for gaming. Well, if you know, if they want to say world-class veteran video game critic Michael Does Life is a contrarian, so be it. PC gaming is a setting simulator. Dishonored is a bad game. It's trash. It's not a bad game. It's trash. I played it. It's garbage, bro. It's so boring. It's so boring, bro. They just make games that you don't want to play. With these weird characters, these weird themes, these, well, you know, back in the day they were weird themes. Now it's more woke themes. And in addition to that, you just don't care about the characters, you don't care about the setting, you don't care about any of the mechanics in the game. It's the same slop over and over and over again. No, we're not doing Linus Tech Tips in here. We'll lose viewers. I'd love to talk about PC gaming and fight with the PC fanboys because it's so fun to debate. But they don't want to go 12 rounds, and no one wants to listen to it, so I'm not going to do it. Fortnite creative, I don't. I'm a boomer, bro. I don't jump into modes like that. That's a time sink. I don't have any interest in jumping into Fortnite creative. I mean, it's probably a very capable mode, but you know, I'm 30 something years old. I don't have time for that anymore. If it came out when I was 20 something, I would have been a lot more involved with it. But I don't care about shit like that. I don't like creating things in games anymore. It's a time sink. I don't care. I don't care if the character looks. I don't care if you can customize the character or not. Just throw me into the game. Let's go. You know, I don't need any of that bullshit. It's a waste of time, especially in these games where you can't even fucking look at your character. It's like, wow, that's cool. Jedi Star Wars is 10 frames on PC. Now you guys are trolling, dude. I've seen videos on YouTube of the game running at 70 frames. You gotta stop believing the bullshit, bro. I know the game. Guys, the biggest problem with that game is that it's just trash. Not because of the technical issues, I'll tell you that. Not because of the technical issues, but because the game is trash. 4090 is hello, I'm a virgin tier. Well, it depends on how you're utilizing the 4090. If you're just sitting around playing games on it, yeah, you're a virgin. Now, if you're making content, you're creating things, you're putting that out in the world, then I would say you're less of a virgin and you need a tool, like a carpenter needs a tool, like a hammer, to make it all come together, you know? But if you're just sitting around and you're gaming on your 4090, and you might very well be a virgin. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm a virgin. I've never had sex. But I will tell you that we don't have a 4090. So there you go. 37, by the way. Yeah, okay. Well, if your mother's 37, I mean, that's perfect. You know, she knows the ropes and she can help world class out, you know. 10 frames on a 3080? That's not true, bro. I've seen videos of Star Wars Jedi Survivor running way better than that. You guys have something wrong with your potato PCs. You guys have something wrong with your potato PCs, and it's so damn sad. You know, that's the problem with it. They don't have great PCs. They buy these 1060 graphics cards and they expect a 2024 game to fucking run on it. And it's like, guys, that's not how that works. You know, that's like buying an older car and expecting it to keep up with the modern day car. It's not going to keep up in terms of speed and takeoff. You know, you get an old 1985 fucking Corvette versus a Tesla, it ain't going to match. Not that the Corvette's trash, but you have to understand the modern technology is on display. And you have to understand that you need the right tools to play it. Banned. It's none of your business. I don't ask you when you were born, you dumb fuck. Because I don't give a shit. You're a nobody. Get the hell out of here. You want to know how old I am? What a creep. What does it concern you how old I am? Yeah, we're getting older. One closer to the grave. 1 year close. You know, I mean, it's just... You're blind? Bad. You know what? I don't got time for these basement dwellers. So we're going to wrap this up anyway because we got low battery. We got to come back later. I got to rest up. We got to play Redfall later. In about 2.5 hours, we're going to be back playing Redfall. And I'm sure we're going to fall asleep. I'm sure we're going to fall asleep. PC is holding back gaming. Well, it might very well be at this point because you have to think about it like this. If you are a developer, these developers have to optimize their game for literally a shitload of platforms. And if they keep it to next generation only, current generation only, PS5, Xbox Series X, Xbox Series S, and PC, with PC gaming, you have to... And they said EA was full of shit. How is EA full of shit? Let's just talk about this real quick before we wrap this fucking show up, because it's pissing me off. You know, all these dumbasses on YouTube here were like, oh yeah, EA's full of shit. And they're like, EA's blaming the PC gamers and all this crap. It's like, what are you talking about? They were literally explaining the problem. And you guys couldn't handle it. You guys couldn't handle it. You have to understand that all PC configurations are going to play exactly the same. There's no way that you can optimize for all of the PC configuration rigs that are out there. There's no way. So just because you're having a problem on your potato hardware, it doesn't mean that this guy over here, Joe Schmo, is. So you're going to put the blame on EA because you can't afford to buy a modern-day GPU. Get your head out of your ass and go get a job. At In-N-Out Burger in California, they pay $15 an hour.
It's over.
And you can see what it's like to work as a cohesive unit.
Miles Kino super chatted 6
to contribute to society.
99 cents. To be honest, no matter how bad games are these days, anything bought by Microsoft would be worse.
Well, we know that Phil Spencer's hot, and we know certainly that Todd Howard is hot, and I know that Starfield is going to be great. And you know what? I'm going to go out and buy Starfield, I'll tell you that. I'm going to go out and buy Starfield. Because at the end of the day, I'm telling you right here and right now, it's the only game to be truly excited for. Look, Kingdom of Tears is going to be fantastic. It's Nintendo first party. It's an evolution of what they already made happen with Zelda Breath of the Wild. But it is, I'm not going to say this in a way that's like, you know, oh, it's trash, but it is kind of more of the same. It's an evolution. And in some ways, for some people, for a lot of people, it's going to be revolutionary. Kingdom of the Tears. But with that said, when you look at Starfield, it is a new intellectual property. It's decades in the making. You have to understand that this is huge. Starfield is the biggest game on the horizon. It's releasing in September. They're going to pull the curtain back even further in June. And if you're not excited about Starfield, then I don't know what you should be excited for because you have your head so far up you know where. But, oh yeah, Todd Howard's a liar. Todd Howard's this. Oh, Fallout 76 was trash. How many hours do you have logged into Fallout 76? Probably 200, yet you want to come out of the woodwork and pretend to be a fucking hater. Yeah, whatever, dude. Dragon Ball Z Budokai? Budokai Tekkaichi 4? They made another Budokai and Tekkaichi 4? Bro, they just put out that open world Dragon Ball Z game, which was actually a snooze fest. I played the demo for that for the first time a few months ago, and bro, it was a snooze fest, bro. I was roaming around as Goku or some fucking character like that, Gohan, Goku, Vegeta, some shit like that, and it's like, wow, this sucks, you know. It was like, wow, open world RPG, Dragon Ball Z in the universe of Dragon Ball Z. It's like, that's fucking cool. Let's go find Cell and whip his ass. But it just felt soulless. It felt soulless. Now, if Bethesda did a Dragon Ball Z game, it'd probably be great. Armored Core 6. Well, that, you know, I would say that's you know, I would say that's a game that I think you could be excited for, not end up being disappointed if you're a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that Gundam stuff, you know, where you're roaming around with robots and you're fighting other robots and shit like that. But you know, if that floats your boat, then that's fantastic, and I think that's a great game to hype up. I think that's a great game to hype up. Michael does life, hates every game. You hate on this? What are you talking about? Go to bed, dude. I hate every game, by the way. Yeah, okay, buddy. Unbelievable. What are you talking about? The Fallout 4 DLC is incredible. But none of you guys have played that. No one in here has played the Fallout 4 DLC. Metroid RTX coming through, baby. That's what we're talking about. Audio is crackling. That's okay because we're winding it down. We're going to go play Redfall in about 2 hours. We're going to go play Redfall in about 2 hours. I guess we're a little too loud for the microphone. I would not recommend buying this microphone, bro. At first I thought, wow, it's convenient. It's one cable. That's all you need. But there's no way to stop the distortion. There's no way to stop the clipping. It's too hot. I mean, yeah, you can move the mic back, but I like it real close. I like it right in that mouth. You know? I don't need the microphone that far back. That's ridiculous. And I know it's a shotgun mic. I get it. I understand it. But at the end of the day, it is the way the cookie crumbles. Cheap mic? This is a $100 microphone, bro. Cheap mic, by the way. Don't buy it. It's trash. Metroid RTX coming through. Hell yeah, by the way. Appreciate that. Metroid RTX coming through. Welcome back to the Members Club here. Well, Hogwarts Legacy is coming back out for the old console, the Legacy consoles, I think this month or next month. And, I might actually buy it for the Nintendo Switch just to see how terrible that runs on the Switch. But maybe they actually figured it out. I really doubt it, but if it's another cyberpunk disaster like Redfall here, then we might have to check it out. I want to see more of these disasters because it's more fun than the game itself, you know? The day before? Okay, buddy. Titanfall 3? I'm done, dude. You guys like that Titanfall slop? Oh, I know one good game. I don't know if it's a great game, but no one mentioned it. See, I'm starting to remember the good games, semi-great games, and not a single soul in here mentioned it earlier. And I would have shouted that out because I was looking for something that wasn't super popular. I mean, these normies come in here and they literally figure out the 50 most popular games. Like, oh yeah, all these games are great. And it's like, bro, that's not the reality. You guys don't like Justin Bieber, and it's like, bro, Justin Bieber outsold the fucking Beatles. And by your logic, you say, well, gaming is great because it's popular. These games are great because they're popular. Well, that would mean that Justin Bieber makes great music, and you can't admit that because you listen to Gwar. About how they cut the fucking goat's head off or some fucking shit at their show and they spit blood out of their mouth and shit like that or something fucking satanic, You guys like that shit, You're 400 pounds in your parents' basement, you listen to that fucking type of music like... Unreal. All right, we got a couple of minutes. Actually, no, we're going to have to wrap this up pretty shortly here. So another 30 seconds or a minute, and then we're going to wrap this up. We're going to come back with Redfall. We got it installed. We have to see how terrible this is, bro. And again, we just re-signed up to Game Pass. ACG said it's one of the worst games of 2023. When the reviews drop, which is going to be later on, it isn't going to be great for Redfall. It isn't going to be great. And that's why we look onto Starfield. We knew that this game wasn't going to do and perform well. It just didn't look too hot to begin with. Not sure how anyone approved it. But nonetheless, it is a new IP. And I guess we can say that about the game, even if it turns out to be so terrible. You know what I mean? So, with that said, that is going to do it. We're going to be back later on tonight with Redfall. We have it installed on the PC. We're going to be back later on tonight with Redfall and dissect it live in real time before the reviews drop, and that should be a lot of fun. So if you are new here, subscribe. Please consider subscribing to the channel, turning on the notification bells, and that way you'll get notified once we go live later in about 2 hours from now. Once Jesus Christ, once Redfall unlocks and we're able to play Redfall, and we're going to see how terrible it is, or if it's maybe better than what the reviewers are claiming it to be. But nonetheless, that is going to do it for now. We do appreciate you guys for tuning in, tagging along, and supporting the show. With that said, we will see you back here in just a couple of hours with Redfall, the biggest disaster supposedly of 2023. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in, tagging along, supporting the show. And with that said, it's over.